Licensed and bonded, and we've been here since 1966. Call Dixie Roofing today at 662-283-4463.
The price of everything seems to be going up. But if you have old gold or unwanted jewelry, that could be a great thing if you bring it to Britt Jewelry in Cleveland. Britt Jewelry will pay you top dollar for your gold, silver, antique, and old vintage jewelry and watches. With the high price on gold right now, you may be surprised at how much your old gold jewelry might be worth. So clean out those drawers and jewelry boxes and turn it into cash at Britt Jewelry, the Delta's full-service custom jeweler, downtown Cleveland.
You can now stream this station on your Amazon Alexa devices.
I'll play your favorite radio station.
Just say, Alexa, play Super Talk Delta 96.9.
And we're back here at Legion Field. The Colonels set to take on Canton Academy Panthers. And as we look down on the field, we see Tommy Nestor there. Sports Hall of Fame member, and just putting that.
What was the highlight of his 20th season? You know, he said the big thing is they get to play for a district championship. You know, he made it real clear to them yesterday after practice and walkthrough. It was like, look, not everybody gets to do that. He said he never did. I know I never did, Jay Gary. And so it's an opportunity for these guys to, after a 4-year drought, playing for a district championship with an undermatched squad this year, with numbers not being where they have been in the past, and still overcoming some obstacles and being able to be out here on your home field senior night to have a shot.
I will say I was right. Canton did win the toss, deferred, so the Colonel's going to get things started here, about to awaiting the kickoff, as Hagan Sheedy and Graham Howard are back deep, waiting the kick from number 10, Anderson Cross. And he's going to kick it deep, get it about the 23-yard line. Graham Howard gets a full head of steam, and he gets a 37-yard line. That's got to get the blood pumping.
Yeah, clean catch, just speedster Graham Howard taking it up the middle there, actually knocking over a defender there. So it gets the Colonels out near the 40-yard line to start. One thing we talked about with Coach Nestor is, hey, special teams are huge. I mean, they play a role every week in high school football. But last week we saw how we took advantage of the special teams. He said, a big return or a punt block or here or there, those are things that in a game like this you got to have.
Special teams, special players, all kinds of good stuff. Now, I will say Graham Howard has spent one of his 9 lives on that run up the middle, El Gato, as we call him. And 2 receivers to the right, and it's going to be handoffs to Ty Killebrew, who's going to start in the backfield. 41-yard line is where he gets down to a gain of 3. So 2nd and 7, got to keep doing that to move the ball, don't we, guys?
Yeah, quick handoff. It looked like Cruz Johnson, the senior, got back in there to try to break it up, but Killebrew was able to stay, keep his balance, and get a couple yards. So about a 3-yard gain there, running to the right, over to the near side where we're at. So a good positive play to start their first drive as we just get underway here in the first quarter.
So Ty Killebrew in the backfield. Sheedy's going to be in the slot. That's going to be dangerous to have 2 speedsters back there in the backfield as we see the Colonels come to the line.
Yeah, it kind of opens up with Patrick Davis coming, moving up after JV season. Excellent season there, and he gets the snap here.
And then looks back. He's looking to the left, and it's going to be caught by Evanberg. And it's going to be a first down. Good yardage, good route.
Yeah, just a quick 3-step drop by Patrick Davis, a little out route for number 19, Evan Burke, and he's able to keep that 1 foot in bound and enough to move the chains to keep that possession moving. One of the big keys for Coach Nestor was time of possession, continue to get first downs, make long drives. Whether you score points or not, you still want to possess the ball, keep their offense off the field, but you definitely want to punch it in as much as you can.
2 plays, and the Colonels already knocking on Canton Academy territory. Going to send Hagan Sheedy's going to be in the backfield with Killebrew off in the slot. And Davis drops back the pass, and he is going to be wrapped up, and that is number 29, Cruz Johnson.
Yeah, Cruz Johnson, the senior, back in the backfield once again, kind of wrapping him up. He looked like Patrick was going to step out of that a little bit and maybe get away and scramble, looking at keeping his eyes downfield, but was not able to. The freshman was not able to get out of the grasp of the senior, so a big loss. About a 10-yard loss there for the Colonels here as it brings up 2nd down and 19.
2nd and 19. I shouldn't have said anything, Guy. I know that's that's the announcer curse, isn't it? They're going to go spread, and Ethan Hayes is in the backfield with Patrick Davis at the quarterback in the shotgun, going to call for the snap, looking for that out route to Hagan Sheedy. He's going to be called at the 45, gets a few of those yards back, makes it a 3rd and about 15 to go.
Yeah, just another quick, 2-3-step drop and then getting the ball out quick to the senior, making a good catch and getting about 5 yards back, but still 3rd down and Leland from here. So we'll see what Coach Nestor gives in and gets the call in.
2 minutes gone by in this first quarter, and this is a big down right here to try to maintain possession. You don't give the ball back to Canton, only having gotten 2 minutes off the clock. As Patrick Davis is going to be in the shotgun, calls for the snap, looks for that middle screen, and the Bambino was the closest receiver. And I tell you what, if he'd have caught it, he'd have been in the end zone.
Yeah, Ethan Hayes got hung up in there trying to chip block, and through the timing off Cruz Johnson back in the backfield, being a menace once again.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that Coach Nestor was giving the call from the sideline to Patrick Davis, so showing a lot of trust in his freshmen to get those calls from the sideline, and Patrick Davis showing command out there. So the drive stalls before getting into Canton territory, so big-time punt needed here from Ty Killebrew at 0-0 in the first quarter.
I tell you what, the Colonels dressed in those blue tops, gray pants, blue helmets, and a lot of pink out there. I'd like to see it for Breast Catch Awareness Month. It is the pink out game, and the Colonels are participating. Snap's going to be back to Killebrew, and just a line drive punt, possibly trying to keep him from returning it, and he's going to field it on the bounce of the 21-yard line. Graham Howard right there stiff-armed him, but he could not get away from a couple of Colonels over there on the left side, led by, who was that? That's number 3. Carrot Robinson.
Yeah, Carrot Robinson, Isaiah Morgan down there, along with several Colonels, covering him up like a double quick on a Friday night.
That's right.
And that was a reception by J.D. Kelly, a dangerous player for the Panthers, so the Colonels will have to keep him in check. But I tell you what, if Graham Howard doesn't run full speed and get down there and make him shift his path a little bit to give other Colonels the time to get down there, it could have been a big game, but good coverage by the Colonels on that kick.
Yeah. So here come the Panthers. They're going to go 2 receivers to the left. They're going to be led by Bradley Watson, the quarterback. He's going to have a running back to his left, and he's going to hand off to him. And he's not going to find any running room. Yeah. All the Colonels are there to welcome him.
Hagan Sheedy back in the game from last week, back in the house, and gets in the backfield and brings him down. So good job by number 5, and a couple other Colonels in on that play as well. So loss on that first possession there for the Panthers. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 12 here. 9:06 left to go in the first, still 0-0.
Man, got to like that swarming defense. Let's see if the Colonels can keep that up as they tried to bounce it outside as opposed to going through the middle, which was our weak point last week. And here we go. We got a penalty on us getting that couple of yards back.
Yeah, this has been a big hiccup for the last probably 3 weeks specifically. I think we've averaged about 10 or 11 penalties the last 3 games, and so really got to pay attention to that cadence. Drew them off sides there by the Panthers. So let's see if the Colonels can watch that ball instead of listening to the quarterback. Make a play here on 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, 8:52 left. You are listening to the Dean and the Rev as the Canton Academy is going to come in a bunch formation, 2 receivers to each side. Handoff is going to be to the running backs trying to get outside and get behind his blockers, and Evan Burke is there to welcome him at about the 32-yard line, and he's going to end up dragging a couple of Colonels up to the 35. First down, Canton on the move.
Yeah, that's Cruz Johnson on the offensive side, cutting it back up the middle. Evan Burke was able to hold on until other Colonels could get there, but not until Cruz Johnson got a first down. So I guess you might say Cruz is cruising.
Cruz is cruising. I tell you what, that is going
to be a tough one to stop here over the course of this game if the Colonels aren't aware of that. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and look like Cruz Johnson to the left of the quarterback. And he's going to pick his way to the right side. Bumble! Ball on the ground, but quarterback is able to fall on it at the 36-yard line. So going to get a yard on the fumble, but number 6, Bradley Watson, the quarterback, was able to dive on that, but the ball did come out. And something we saw on film, some difficult exchanges that they've had in their games, along with putting the ball on the ground. So the Colonels need to take advantage of that. and get an extra possession at any time in this game.
That's right, shotgun for Watson. He looks to the right side of the offense, and he's going to find his receiver, does a little bit of a whirl around, and gets up to the first down yardage at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Soccer Bates is on that hook route. He made that catch, and several Colonels were able to corral him, bring him down, but he still got another first down to keep this drive alive for the Panthers as they march close to Colonel territory. 7:44 left to go in the first. Still no score. So this is a hard team to get pressure on the quarterback with. The Colonels going to really have to watch these throws to the outside.
Yeah, they have not changed the formation. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They've only moved the running back, and they moved the running back, Cruz Johnson, over to the right side of Watson as he calls to the line the new play, calls for the snap, and it's the same old song and dance. Cruz Johnson going to go along the left side, and he's going to find a little bit of running room, and he's going to be drugged down by Evan Burke there on tackle and Ty Killebrew at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, just one of those plays where Cruz took the ball and then decided, I'm not going up the middle, I'm going to the outside. He was able to get the corner. Strain Howard got blocked out of the play there, and then it was Ty Killebrew and Evan Burke bringing him down after a big run to get close to the 32-yard line of the Colonels. So a big play for the Panthers as they continue to move forward on their first drive.
Yeah, we got, I'm looking at the linebacking core there. We got 2 linebackers, both 10th graders. Making some plays. Happens here. Motion and right there just slips by the running back, and there he is, linebacker Blaine Fleming on the tackle, 21-yard line.
Trying to get a blow, but they're running up the middle. That's been a weakness of the Colonels this year, allowing not just runs up the middle, but a lot of yards after contact for running backs and quarterbacks from other teams. So it's really putting the pressure as the Panthers get close to the red zone here. 0-0, 6:26 left to go in this first quarter as the Panthers get lined up.
J.D. Kelly coming in for Cruz Johnson, not as much of a sports name as Cruz Johnson is, and they're going to hand to him, and he's going to pick his way to the right side, and a whole host of Colonels with 58, again, Blaine Fleming, and that's a number 2, Graham Howard in there from tackle, and no gain on the play.
Senior Hagan Cedia was in there as well, so no gain on that play to bring up second down. Little smaller frame there, a little quicker back as he comes in. Cruz Johnson is more of that bully-type running back. He just wants to pound and pound. So the Colonels are ready for that play and corralled him. Need another play like that to bring up a third down and long as the Panthers come back to this line trying to get a score on their first possession.
Kelly's still in for Cruz Johnson. And going to be 2 receivers to the right. 1 on the left is Watson. Awaits the snap back and fumble. Ball's on the ground. He's able to pick it up, run out to his right, chased by Joseph Roberts. Throws it downfield and has a receiver in the end zone. Busted play ends up being 6 points for Canton. 5:26 left to go.
Bad snap. It was on the ground. It looked like Joseph Roberts was going to get back in there and not really recover, but be right there. And picks it up, rolls out to the right, finds a man deep for the touchdown. And the Panthers get on the board first, 6-0, 5:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was hoping that was going to be just a toss away, and unfortunately,
it may have been. I don't know if he saw that guy or not. He was throwing it down there.
Looked like it was a deep corner route, and he was right there under the ball.
I think that might have been. I could not tell with the lights. I thought it was number 17, but I don't see a number 17 on there. So. Maybe in Coppola, maybe him.
And there's his extra point is good. 7-0 Canton, 5:25 left to go in this first quarter. On the other side, see if the Colonels can get those points back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at South Sunflower County Hospital. When you have a minor emergency, waiting to be seen can be a real pain. That's why you need Delta Primary After Hours Clinic. You'll love the convenience and personal attention that can only be found at South Sunflower County Hospital. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you'll have immediate access to our full scope of hospital services. Visit your winning team at www.southsunflower.com. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
And we're back here at Legion Field, 5:25 left to go. You are listening to the Dean and the Rev as Canton Academy has just taken a 7-0 lead in this district championship game. Colonel started off the drive very strong in their first drive, and then found a little bit of difficulty in a sack, trying to get those yards back, unable to do so. Maybe they can keep moving in the right direction on this one, and I won't tell them that they're close to midfield.
Yeah, they have to be aware of a short kick or maybe an onside here. Yeah. I think the Panthers at some point are going to look to try to steal a possession.
And that's a rolling kick. And it's going to be bobbled by the Colonels, but, of course, Tristan Bradshaw was there to save the day.
Yeah, so they have to be aware of that each and every kickoff. That was a little bit longer than usual when you think of an onside kick. It took a big hop, though. Hit Isaiah Morton in the chest. Thankfully, Tristan Bradshaw was in the right place at the right time, just like last week when he got that INT.
That's right.
But good starting field position here, close to the 40 for the Colonels. They are down 7-0, 5:20 left to go in this first.
25-yard onside kick, but it was almost effective. It hit him in the chest.
Yeah, it bounced off his chest. That's right.
Two receivers to the left, and they're going to send Sheedy in motion that offset eye. Got a pitch back to Ty Killebrew. He's going to try to find some running room on the left side. He does. He picks his way up to about the 43-yard line, but I believe there's a little flag on the field. Did I see it? Nope, I don't. Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, it is over there.
On the 40-yard line. Just glad they're yellow.
Number 7, Sawyer Bates, was in on that tackle. Got a good block by Hagan Sheedy. Didn't really necessarily cut it up with that block. Kept going to the outside, so maybe could have gotten a little more yardage. We're waiting on the call. See what the side judge saw.
Yeah, and of course it's always in the area of holding, and that is going to be what it is. So they're going to pull the Colonels back a little bit further, get the down back, but lose 10 yards. So looks like the hold occurred on the 40-yard line, so that should be 2nd and 18 from the 30. 5:11 to go. Yeah. And, of course, we start this drive going backwards. It was a good gain on the play. I think we got about 5 yards. It was up 2nd and 5, and now we're looking at 2nd and about 16.
Yeah, it kind of been the story throughout a lot of our games this year. One good play, and then you shoot yourself in the foot a little bit. One step forward, 2 steps back kind of deal, and so got to overcome these penalties. 2 penalties already tonight. Really need a big play here.
Yeah, as the Colonels come to the line again, Patrick Davis, your quarterback, and Killebrew and Sheedy both on the field, and he's in the shotgun, going to roll out to his right and tries to get away from ball is on the ground, and they're going to call him down. Thank goodness. Oof, could say that was going to be a scoop and score right there.
Yeah, senior William Pace, number 4 for the Panthers, was there one-on-one with him, and I think Patrick has been used to getting out of those kinds of scenarios in the JV, but not with the senior there waiting on him. So pushes the Colonels even further back there, all the way back, bring up 2nd down and about 23 for the Colonels as they're trying to get back in this game down 7-0.
Started this drive on the 38. Lost 13 yards on 2 plays. One a hold and the other a sack. The Colonels got to get moving in the right direction. We took under 5 minutes to go, getting down to 4. And trying to keep this possession alive with 2 running backs to the right of Davis in the shotgun, and the Bambino goes a little early. Might have been on first sound. Going to drive us back another 5 yards. 2nd and 28. 4:04 left to go. And hook and ladder time.
Yeah, another freshman getting a lot of playing time up against some seniors, and just trying to get out of that stance quick because the Panthers have gotten in the backfield a lot tonight. So just going to be tough assignment there up front with these guys.
Davis again, the shotgun, got running backs to his left and right. He's looking downfield, that middle screen to AC7. Arthur Cruz drops the ball, but hopefully the Colonels have gotten it back, and they haven't.
Nope.
Canton Academy got it. The Canton Academy will take over at the 23-yard line.
Senior Sam Martin picks the ball up. Catch. He was cutting towards the middle, and then just all of a sudden the ball is on the ground, and the Panthers have it, and they're right there at the red zone on that turnover for the Colonels. So 3 penalties for the Colonels, 1 turnover for the Colonels. Down 7-0 with 3:40 left to go in this first quarter here. Just a lot of self-inflicted wounds for the Colonels.
Mm-hmm. And looks like the Panthers have come out in a different formation, 1 receiver each side, and they're going to split the backfield as well. And they're going to hand off Cruz Johnson around the right side. Just running, and just bowls forward for about 11-yard gain down to the 12-yard line. Gets into the red zone. And
yeah,
really
he's a bruiser. He's stumbling, bumbling, rumbling down in there, and just always falling forward for a few extra yards. So really tough assignment for the linebackers, the secondary, when he gets to that level. We've had better luck corralling J.D. Kelly, the kind of the quick back. But Cruz Johnson looks like he's going to get most of the carries this evening.
Yeah, he's got that Forrest Gump running style, just catch and run. And quarterback's going to run that screen out there. Levi Williams is right there, causes the fumble, causes another fumble. And 15-yard line is recovered by number 3. That's going to be Sam Martin, wide receiver. He caught it, fumbled it.
He's the one that recovered the Colonel fumble, and he gets the reception and basically puts it on the ground twice, still able to get it. He comes hobbling off, so not real sure kind of what happened. Looks like a lower leg injury for Martin. Some Panthers come on to make some substitution here. But right in the red zone at the 15-yard line, as it'll be second down and 12 now for the Panthers.
Loss of 2 on that play. It was 2 big chances for the Colonels to pick it up, and unfortunately, right in fact,
big hit by Levi, going low, staying low, completely undersized, but still fighting.
There's a penalty flag, and I don't think Levi has any choice but to go low.
They broke the huddle with they broke the huddle with too many men, so that's a flag on the Panthers. That'll be their first penalty of the night.
Always love that.
Going to make it 2nd and 17 here.
That's right, 2:28 to go. And, 2 negative plays for Canton. They're going to help the Colonels, hopefully, be able to get this ball back and overcome this turnover. You know, we always say, well, you put your defense in a situation with your offense. Well, as small a football team as we have, we're both defense and offense on the same side of the ball. I mean, we're talking about, the having to make up for your mistakes here with your home personnel that causes an offense. And they're going to go in a bunch formation right there, and it's going to be a fullback. That's going to be a little bit of misdirection to Cruz, and Colonel are not fooled, and Carson Miller slices up the middle.
Carson Miller gets off his blocking down the line, able to bring him down for a short gain there. Actually went to like a wing tee option kind of play, pitched it out to Cruz, and now they're going to take a timeout on the field. So good defensive stance so far by the Colonels after the turnover. 2 minutes ago, Canton leading 7-0. Colonels trying to stand strong on the other side of the break. We'll see if the Colonels defense can stand up to the Canton Academy Panthers. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back here, quarterback. Watson rolls out to his right, trying to look for somebody down the field, and is unable to find anybody.
Yeah, good stand by the Colonels there on 3rd down. Watson kept rolling like Limp Bizkit, but he got taken out of bounds by Graham Howard because he ran out of real estate out there. Good job by the secondary to stay on their men, and brings up 4th down and long for the Panthers here.
You got to be choked up on that one first. That's good.
They are going to go for the field goal. They're surprising me on this.
Are they? Didn't they put this down? No. Let's see. No. Well, number 10 is the kicker.
I thought he was bringing the...
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's okay. Let's see. I did notice Philip Dawson.
So this is a big special teams play here.
Yep, it's 20-yard line from the kick, so that'll be a 30-yard kick. He's going to hooked it. We're waiting. Nobody wants to make it. Nobody wants to make the call.
Kick is no good. Kick is no good. Good stand by the Colonels. Big stand by the Colonels. They hooked it left, and so the Colonels get the ball right there. Right there at about the 20-yard line. So good job by the Colonels to stand up and hold, bend, but not break.
That's right.
After that first turnover of the game.
Man, that's got to be some movement.
Yeah, that's got to be some juice for the Colonels there to kind of pump themselves up, maybe get refocused on this drive, hopefully sustain the drive, if nothing else, build on some first downs, maybe get into Panther territory and see what happens here.
Yeah.
But we got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot. Too many self-inflicted wounds these last 3 weeks.
Yeah, got to throw that ball away if you're getting close to a sack and you're not able to throw it down the field. Let's see what the Colonels can do here. They've got the ball on the 20-yard line. 2 receivers right. Split out wide is going to be Evan Burke, and number 2 in the slot is Graham Howard, and going to hand off to Ty Killebrew, bruise and run, doing his best Cruz Johnson impersonation. Gets a 5-yard run up to the 20-yard line.
Good solid run.
Yeah.
Good solid run to start the drive. Coach Nestor always says if we can be, second down and 7, third down and 4, those kinds of, he feels like he has the ability to call whatever. So need to continue that positive yardage and continue to move forward down 7-0 here. 1:20 left to go in the first.
Yeah, we're going to go same formation just to the left, and offset eye behind Patrick Davis, and he's going to pull in behind number 10, Fitz Manning, and actually make the pitch out to Ty Killebrew. Gets the first down, 7-yard gain.
We're getting to see this first play here. Last week we were without Hagen Sheedy. So Hagen Sheedy gets the fake. Patrick Davis is able to keep it, moving to his left, pitches it out. Great pitch to Ty Killebrew, who moves the sticks and gives the Colonels that first down. So a nice executed play. Good job by the Colonels. Maybe we can get some momentum going here, down 7-0 with about a minute left in this first quarter.
Patrick Davis is a magician when it comes to that. You can't ever tell where the ball is. He does so good with it and actually made that pretty pitch out.
Yeah, that's one thing about him being kind of that stature. He stays so low. It's hard to identify where the ball is at.
Yep. And they're going to have 2 receivers to the right in that I formation behind Davis under center. He's going to hand off to Fitz Manning, going to stiff arm a man and get around the right side, gets the block from Evan Burke. He's down the field, and he's at the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and he might have been hit out of bounds a little late. They're not going to call it, but, hey, I'll take that big gain up to the 33-yard line.
Great run by Fitz Manning. He takes it with that fullback handoff, was able to get to the outside, gets that chip block from number 19, Evan Burke, to get further down. Then this stays on his feet, shows a lot of great balance down that sideline after being hit, and then gets knocked out of bounds. So huge play. What a boost for the Colonels to get that stop after the turnover on 4th down. And now they're marching into Panther territory about the 34, 33-yard line with a minute left to go, down 7-0.
Big run by the big back. He doesn't tiptoe anywhere, but he sure was tiptoeing down that line and got the 33-yard line into Panther territory. 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Again, going to line up in the I formation, and looks like Patrick Davis was trying to change the play, but he got close.
The play, got confused, had to call timeout, but that's okay. That's a good timeout to use.
Yeah. See what the Colonels can do after this timeout. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, we've been talking about our Pap store Robertson Floor Service for a long time.
Olivia, there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Paps.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
And we're back here at Legion Field. Hand off to Ty Killebrew. He weaves his way through the middle, 33 yards out, gets a touchdown run for T-Bone PT Primetime Killebrew.
T-Bone Tutty takes that handoff, cuts it back up the middle, makes another cut to the right side, and gets in the end zone. What a stellar run by the sophomore, number 1, Ty Killebrew, making a big play when the Colonels needed to get them on the board with the extra point coming down 7-6 right now with 50 seconds left to go in the first.
That is the danger you have with both Sheedy and Killebrew on the field. And they just proved it right there, and we find it now. Here we go, and we're going to get the extra point here. It's kicked up, and it is going to be...
Game on, Jay Gary. Game on. Let's go.
7-7. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up this first quarter after this. 50 seconds left. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi folks, Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center, and go Colonels.
Credit card fraud can be a nightmare. While you may not be held liable, especially for larger charges, that doesn't mean that being a victim of credit fraud is a walk in the park. But don't worry, Guarantee Bank has got your back. Our fraud team monitors your card 24/7. If our team suspects a suspicious transaction on any of your GBT debit or credit cards, we'll notify you by text, phone call, or email. Contact your local branch to update your information. Guarantee Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And we're back here at Legion Field. The Dean and the Rev, 50 seconds left, and IA has just scored a touchdown to knot it up at 7. And I tell you what, the energy is crazy good from up here in the booth from your commentators. We're excited to see this Colonel team fighting for this championship.
Well, you know, they had that turnover. You kind of saw the heads go down a little bit, and then they were able to hold that fourth down, and now a big touchdown drive with 2 big runs by Fitzmanning and then the touchdown by Ty Killebrew. And it's a tie ball game, and just a good example of fighting through and believing. And let's see what the Colonel's got on defense now.
Uncle Mo is definitely on our side as Patrick Davis is going to do his kicking duties. A little knuckleball that bounces about the 35-yard line. It's going to be picked up by the Panthers. And Kerrick Robinson again is down there making a big tackle at the 25-yard line, and everybody's jumping around.
Yeah, Parker Brady took that knuckleball kick.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you let that hit the ground, you're kind of lucky if it bounces to you. He runs to the right. K3 down there jumping on board, bringing him down one-on-one. So another big play, good coverage by the Colonels.
I didn't expect to see this type of energy from Canton. It's just a walk into the huddle, and it's just not any. Yeah, I'm hoping that this continues, that the Colonels are able to use this energy on.
You know, outside of Cruz Johnson, it's been some lackadaisical plays. So Colonels are going to have to stay fired up and focused, though. 2
receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and it's going to be Watson in the shotgun with Cruz Johnson to his right. Going to shift the up back over to the left side of the defense, and swarming defense, and Parker, and Panama had him, and he just slips through, and Cruz Johnson is cruising on down the sidelines. And 30 seconds to go, and it's going to be a 13-6. Cruz it just went right up the middle, had the Panama on his back, and shed the tackler, and went on down the field.
Yeah, a couple of our linemen and linebackers just went a little too high. With this bruiser, you can't go high at all. You have to go low no matter who you are, and he was able to slip through and then break. Probably broke 4 or 5 tackles there to break through, and then just turned on the Jets and outran everybody for a score. So,
goldfish moment right there. You got to forget it.
Another opportunity here for the Colonels to come back, but you hate giving up that one big run following your first touchdown.
That's right, and the Colonel offense will get back out on the field, and we'll finish up this first quarter. Low snap, and is still going to get up, and it's going to be no good. That's an open door for the Colonels.
It was a bad snap. Watson tried to handle it as best he could. He got it up there and it got it away, but it hooked it again. So we might want to put a pin in some of these kicks here, Jay Gary, because special teams is coming into play. That's a missed field goal with a hook to the left. That's a missed extra point after a long TD run to the left. So when it gets in the second half, we might see that again and take note. That really hasn't been kind of executed well for the Panthers so far.
A missed extra point a lot of times is an open door for the other side.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity here for the Colonels. Just gotta execute. Gotta go low. Gotta wrap up. And you gotta do.
Championship game. I couldn't be more excited to be here calling the game with you and thinking about we're going to have a potential champion Indianola Academy Colonels after what we watched last year with the 1-win season, and then went into the playoffs and got to the second round, which is what a lot of people didn't do. And now we're watching this Colonel team who grew up last year in front of us and playing for a district championship. The senior leadership last year got the kids where they are here today. Young men, I should say. They're not kids. 25 seconds to go, and Colonel's going to see what they can do to try to get back on the scoring column against these Canton Academy Panthers is it's going to be lined up and kicked over to the right side. Graham Howard goes right through the breadbasket, but he's able to Superman dive onto it, and that's where the Colonels will start at the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, your heart drops on plays like that. But watching Cruz Johnson run this football and looking at Coach Stephon Smith on the sideline, I'm like, has he got any eligibility left?
Right?
Right?
Yeah, throw it on there.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't mind.
They're like linebacker Terry Tate out there.
There is a 56 available. Matthew can get his jersey out.
We can switch out.
I think they're about the same size, aren't they? Yeah, Stephon, one of the big legends here at IA.
Right.
I believe he was on the championship team.
Rome Legion Field back in the day. A great player.
Two receivers to the right, offset eye behind Davis, and he's going to hand off or actually pitch it out to Ty Killeber, and he's looking for some running room along the right-hand side, and I believe the Colonels are going to get flagged for a hold right here with 10 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, I got a lead block from Hagen Sheedy, and then we got out. Looks like maybe Evan Burke going to get called for that hold.
Yeah, it was up in the middle of.
But that's the fourth penalty tonight, so we're on our average for penalties, unfortunately.
Yep.
Really, really tough.
Yeah, down the field a little bit, so it's not going to be a whole 10 yards. So it'll be second and about 10 seconds left to go. I believe the clock will wind on this. Colonels may be happy going into the second quarter with trailing by 6 here. But, yeah, I mean, Canton Academy, I think a lot of people on paper were just expecting us to hand over. These kids hadn't rolled over. They're here to play ball.
We just too many self-inflicted wounds here in this first quarter. This game has had a lot of big plays in it, but it's going to come down to who can execute and kind of time of possession and all those kinds of matters, and it does go 0.
Yeah, man, and we're through the first quarter of incredible action. It's been a high-octane game so far. Colonels got their possession trying to get these points back. Canton Academy leading 13-7. Second quarter on the other side of this break. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola. Call 887-2160. That's Gresham Petroleum Company.
And you're back with the Dean and the Rev and Super Talk Mississippi 96.9, IA Colonel Football. About to start the second quarter. Colonel's going to see what they can do. First and 17 on the 22-yard line. And we got 2 receivers to the left. Patrick Davis is going to be the starting has been the starting quarterback tonight. And Ty Killeber has been the running back. And I was spending a little time with Hagen Sheedy, and they're both in the back. They're going to fake the pitch, throws a little bit of a slant route, and it was going to be Graham Howard. That was a flag.
Yeah, there's a flag on that. Not sure what the side judge saw, but nobody was home on that slant.
Might be good to get that. Hopefully that's maybe a pass interference or something. I'm not really sure.
It looked like Patrick just turned and expected somebody to be there and let it go, but just a little confusion there. So waiting for that call.
Yeah, Graham Howard was trying to cut in front of the line or behind the linebackers, and it's going to be pass interference on the defense.
Maybe that's
first down.
Maybe that's why somebody wasn't there. Pass interference.
That's right.
One of the first, only the second penalty for the Panthers tonight, but a big play there and penalty to keep the Colonels moving forward.
You got to love that. Facing that first and 17, that erases all of that. You're back in business. It's first and 10 again. You're on the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you wonder when we're going to run that option pitch again. I thought that was executed well by the Colonels and really plays into a strength in the running game.
Yeah, offset eye behind Davis under center. They're going to send Sheedy shuffling over to the left side, be the lead blocker for Killebrew. And Killebrew is trying to find a hole, but is unable to get up to about the 34-yard line is where it'll be tackled.
Yeah, Junior Tenen Potts just ran through the line on a blitz, number 8, and brought down Killebrew in the backfield. So just super fast from his middle linebacker position, and a big play for the Panthers to bring up second down and long for the Colonels.
Yeah.
13-7 Panthers.
Loss on the play, so it brings back to the 34-yard line, 2nd and 13. And, yeah, just starting this second quarter, Colonels really need to put together a drive here to try to get back on the board. And
got to have a positive play here with it being 2nd down and 13. Really need something going.
Split backfield for Davis. He goes in the shotgun and a slant route, big catch. Evan Burke got hit as he caught it, hangs onto the ball, sets the 3rd and short. Good catch and run.
Yeah, number 9, J.D. Kelly, was coming up from his safety position, and Evan Burke was able to catch it with his hands and hold on to that. Going to come out for a breather here with Kerrick Robinson coming in for him. But a big play by the seniors to keep this drive alive. 3rd down and 3.
Heck, that was a big hit he took. Got
a fist bump from Coach Nestor. What a senior night here, man.
That's right. That's one of those hits he used to deliver. And as he goes, Pat Davis going to go under center. And he's going to have 2 running backs in the backfield behind him. Going to hand off to Killebrew. Killebrew's going to find his way on the right side for a first down across the 50 into Canton Panther territory. And it's 49-yard line, first down, Colonels.
Yeah, good solid run by the number 1, Ty Killebrew. Cuts it back up he goes to the right side, cuts it back up the middle. And you thought he might break one again, but gets into Panther territory here as Colonels are huddled up, ready to go. 10:24 left to go in the half, down 13-7 and driving.
Yeah, and Patrick Davis, Killebrew, Hagan Sheedy, and that's a little bit of a dangerous backfield after you're watching it now. You're seeing Hagan Sheedy's power and finesse as he's going to line up a fullback in front of Killebrew behind Davis, and a handoff to Killebrew, big hole up the middle. Gets about 7 on the play, sets up a 2nd and 3.
Good job on the left side of that line, opening things up, and he gets close to another first down there for the Colonels. Just a great play on that left side. It looks like Coach Nestor trusts his left side and is calling those plays to that side. And big boys up front and making it happen. Shout out to Samuel Patterson playing with that injury, pushing through tonight.
Yeah.
And also shout out to Slayton Helms and his family and the loss of his grandmother. He's playing for her tonight. Blue ribbons everywhere, along with the pink. So a lot going on here for this game tonight.
That's right. I formation behind Davis under center. Steps back and looking to the right. Kerrick, K3 is out there, and he tries to make the catch, and they're going to give it to him right there at the 20-yard line. Big catch by Kerrick. Keeps 1 foot in bounds and is able to haul it in. Colonel's in business in the red zone. 9:23 left to go. Down 6, trying to get that 7.
Just that go ball on the outside. Kerrick had to come back for it, but he was able to secure it with 1 foot in. What a play by the senior from the freshman, Patrick Davis, throwing that ball to Kerrick Robinson. K3 coming up with that big catch, and the Colonels are in the red zone.
Man, that was a beautiful catch there, just on the sidelines, able to put 1 foot in bounds. 2 receivers to the left, that I formation behind Davis under center. Handoff to Sheedy. That big hole up the middle, and Sheedy is in for 6. It's going to be 13-13. 9:15 left to go. Extra point, and we are in business.
There's some young men pumped up with blue on tonight just to cut up the middle. Hagan Sheedy back in the fold this week after being out last week and scores that touchdown up the middle. So 13-13. The Colonels, they're in this game. They've kind of reset after some struggles to begin this game, and now they've got lots of momentum here, maybe taking the lead on this extra point. What a play by the Colonels up front.
I tell you what, when Hagan Sheedy lines up at fullback position and he gets that butt up in the air, it scares me, makes me jump back a little bit. I don't blame the defender for getting out of his way as he runs up the middle, and it also gives us the lead, the extra point. 14-13 Colonels, 9:15 left to go. On the other side, they're going to have to kick off. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Stay connected with your community through the Enterprise Tucson newspaper, Sunflower County's ultimate source for local news and updates. From breaking news stories to in-depth features, we deliver the latest happenings straight to your door. Stay informed with Enterprise Tucson. Subscribe in Sunflower County for $33 or $44 outside the county today and never miss a beat. Call 662-887-2222.
Or log on to enterprise-tucson.com/subscribe to subscribe.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our 2nd generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Back here at Legion Field, Hagan Sheedy, the senior, just gives, with all 7 points on the board, gives the Colonels a 14-13 lead, 9:15 left to go in this second quarter. And you're listening to Dean and the Rev as we're calling IA Colonel football. I vote we stop the game now and just go ahead and give Colonels a win.
That's right. It's a championship game tonight. Colonels have made the adjustments, and they are in this game. Going to need to cover this and make some plays on defense here.
Dave, big hit. Levi Williamson just took his feet out from under him. Blaine Fleming finishes him off at the 30-yard line. Colonels are pumped.
Great coverage. You got Ty Kelleher running in, clapping. Looks like just something extra for the Colonels tonight here at Legion Field. Glad to be back home. Hey, there 4 drives in the first half. They punted. They had the unfortunate turnover, but were able to keep the Panthers from scoring and back-to-back touchdown drives for the Colonels. So Colonels have an opportunity here to make some plays and get that ball back before the end of the half.
Man, and here we go. The Panthers going to line up, split backfield. Next quarterback handoff, Cruz Johnson. He picks his way around, met by Graham Howard. The Panimal is also trying to rip the ball out. They finally able to muscle him down at the 40-yard line. Man, that kid can run.
Yeah, he is the epitome of just that bruised running, and you got to go in and tackle. Yeah. You got to go in low and wrap up. You can't be trying to rip the ball out. Come on. I mean, he is just too big of a back and just built like a rock out there, man. Yeah, Mike Allstott style.
Yeah, and he's going to line back and slide.
That's right. He's just a football player, and so he's out there ready.
Watson at the quarterback, and going to hand off up the middle. That is going to be J.D. Kelly. Picks along the left-hand side, and Evan Burke wraps him up at the 50-yard line, drops him right there. They're going to get into Colonel territory, 49-yard line, 8:19.
Yeah, quick, give it that kind of that thunder and lightning there going. You got the thunder with Cruz, you got the lightning with Kelly. Kelly was able to quickly turn that ball up. Got to the secondary really quick. Evan Burke coming up from his safety position to drag him down the 49-yard line of the Colonels. So Panthers getting some momentum here going in this drive, and waiting on that call from Coach Posey over there.
They're going to put J.D. Kelly back in the slot and get Cruz Johnson beside Watson, your quarterback. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left, and again Watson quarterback in shotgun with the Cruz beside him, going to fake the handoff and looking to pass and throws it up into the air. Levi Williamson there to defend the pass, and it goes off the hands and the feet of the receiver out there.
Yeah, that was number 7, Sawyer Bates. Levi Williamson is able to stay with him all the way. They were going for that jump ball with that size advantage out there, but Sawyer Bates wasn't able to come down with it, thankfully. Good job by Levi to run with him the entire play. So that's the area you take a shot in. Your midfield, first down, so you take a shot downfield to see what happens. Thankfully, it fell incomplete, so the Colonels have another opportunity here.
I believe they don't watch film because you don't throw on Levi. And it's going to be, again, split formation, or split backfield with Watson at quarterback in the shotgun. Hand off to Kelly, and he's going to go along the left side, look for some running room, finds it up to about the 41-yard line. Going to set up a third and about 2 with 7:42
Yeah, number 51, Nicholas was in there on that.
That's pink. Is that
That is not a flag.
Not a flag.
That is a towel. I don't think our referee crew has pink flags tonight.
Well, not good.
But that run's by Kelly's going to bring up third down and short here. So probably 4-down territory no matter what for the Panthers. So the Colonels are really going to have to make some plays. Really going to need to get in the backfield here, create some chaos.
Cruz is not on the field, so it won't be a cruise and bruising here. A split backfield with Watson and the shotgun, 1 receiver each side, and Kelly is going to try and find his way to the first down yardage and does so to about the 37-yard line. First down the Panthers as they go under 7. We'll go under 7 minutes to go in this.
Yeah, Graham Howard and Carson Miller in on that tackle to bring him down, but still got enough for the first down to move the chains. So 7 minutes left to go in this half. Colonels up 14-13 here at home on senior night. So great effort by Blue. Let's see if they can make a play here. It'd be a great time for a turnover, I'll tell you that much.
Panthers are driving. Again, no sign of Cruz. And they're going to run out to Sawyer. Big hit. Levi Williamson, we've been calling his name all night long. And it gets about a 3-yard gain, but Levi Williamson got him as soon as he caught that ball.
You got the size advantage out there, but here's the thing about Levi. He just formed tackles. He goes down low, he gets around the ankles and holds him up, and Ty Kelleher comes up and cleans it up and gets him out of bounds. So a decent game for the Panthers, but solid defense by the Colonels.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Watson in the shotgun, and he's going to try to call for the snap, and the Colonels looked like they were about to jump off or able to get back before the flag was thrown. 6:37 left to go here in the second half. Going to send a man, second quarter, send a man in motion. Going to be pitch up to number 4. That's going to be William Pace. He's going to go to the right side. And Coach Cleet Putnam is not happy about something. It's going to be close to a first down yardage. It's going to be 3rd and about 1, 6.5 to go at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they run William Pace in motion. It's just that touch pass. So it comes back to Watson, the quarterback, and he touches it. And number 4, Pace takes it to the outside. Evan Burke in on that tackle. Blaine Fleming was running him down as well. So it brings up 3rd down and 3. So really, really big play here for the Colonels to try to get off this field. 6:29 left, up 1. 2 receivers right, 1 left. And I believe it is Kelly beside Watson. Handoff to him, and Colonels are ready for it, but Watson's able to just keep chugging up the field, gets to the 25-yard line, first down for the Panthers. Yeah, he's just so slithery in there, number 9. Kelly, he's able to take that, kind of sidestep the first Colonel defender, then get up the field enough for the first down. So it looks like the Panthers are getting just about, 3-4 yards every time they run the ball. So the Colonels are really going to have to really dig deep here in the end of this first half and keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, and the Panthers are looking to the sidelines, looking for the play, and I'm not sure where Cruz Johnson is. 3 trips to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Kelly in the backfield to the left of Watson. Snap back to him, and he's looking for some running room. Goes up the middle. There's some flags on the field. Kelly's going to cruise into the end zone after being hit by Evan Burke, but I think that's coming back. Ain't going to worry about it.
Yeah, it looks like in the area of holding to bring that touchdown run back. It looks like Cruz may be over there on the bench. Is that him on the bench? Don't know if...
That's what I was trying to figure out, too. I wonder if there's a injury.
He's been their bell cow today, and so if he's dealing with an injury, that's going to be... everything's on Kelly now moving forward, which is Kelly's a great player, so it's still a tall task for the Colonels. But that's that hold is going to move it back, and Colonel's going to have another opportunity here. The 3rd penalty on the Panthers tonight. As they're trying to get some points on the board before halftime.
And Kelly did get a run to the end zone, but that was because of the hold, which often happens.
This defensive stand is really big for the Colonels because the Panthers will get the ball to start the second half. So if they get in the end zone here, and then they come out with a long job in the second half to start it. 5:48 left to go, and they're taking their time, the Panthers are.
That was Cruz.
Really need a big play here.
That was Cruz on the bench. He's standing with a hammer in his hand next to the coach now.
I got you.
So he's going to be trips to the left, and Watson's going to throw a little slip pass out to Sawyer, and he's going to pick his way around the Colonel defense, and he's going to end up in the end zone. 5:41. He slams the ball down. Spikes the ball, so there's got to be a penalty, and it is. And 5:34 left, and Canton is going to regain the lead, 19-14. But flags on the play after the touchdown, so it's unsportsmanlike conduct. He flaps his on too. Oh, maybe the same guy. Anyway, and so it's going to be a penalty, which I believe they'll probably take on the kickoff.
Yeah, they'll take it on either on the extra point try or the kickoff. Not sure how that plays out in high school football. It was a smoke screen out there. He was able to weave his way through the secondary. It's one of those things where they pound the ball, they pound the ball, they pound the ball. Then they throw that they throw that screen out there, that smoke screen, that bubble screen, and so your secondary has been so looking into the backfield that it creates that misdirection, and he's able to score.
It reminds me of the Egg Bowl when they had that penalty, and
me and my son were at that Egg Bowl. That's been the only Egg Bowl I've been to, and it was a heck of a game.
And we were all hollering, "No, don't take the penalty kickoff!" And it worked. Of course, it worked out for our Bulldogs, Hell State. 5:34, and they don't have the points on the board. They pulled the touchdown back. I guess they did. First down unless they're going for 2. The refs haven't been real clear about what's going to happen here. Watson takes back, and he looks to the right, and it's going to be J.D. Kelly. He's going to be into the end zone, and that's going to be there's your touchdown. So it is now. That was touchdown plus 2 points. Okay, now the refs are clearing it up. So the 2-point conversion, 21-14 is your score. Canton Academy leading Indianola Academy. We're getting the ball back here. 5:34 left to go in this half. Let's see what the Colonels can do. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
And we're back here at Legion Field. Sawyer Bates carries it in, spikes the ball, 21-14, Canton Academy. But we're going to get 15 extra yards on this kickoff, so they're going to be kicking from the 25. And Graham Howard and Hagan Sheedy are on the 35, hoping to get this ball kicked deep. But we've talked about it before, their kicking game, you never know what they're going to do. Is they line the ball up, checks left, and make checks right, make sure all his folks are ready. And the kick goes a line drive, and it's going to go over Sheedy's head. It's going to be fielded at the 24-yard line, and he's going to go right up the middle of the full head of steam. Knocks the man out. Oh, I think he's out. My goodness. Okay, there he is, 56. Yeah. There's an injury on the field from Hagan Sheedy. Just gave him a big-time blow.
House took the brunt of that from Hagan Sheedy, and he's still down. So Hagan Sheedy was able to went over his head. He misjudged it where he needed to be, and so the kick actually was deep and over his head. And he was able to pick it up and corral it, and ran up into the right side and just kind of just ran up into the pile and just ran right into the Panthers defender there, and he's still down. So really tough play for that young man.
Nothing malicious, just one of those.
Just running full speed and trying to get as many yards. You know, with that penalty from spiking the ball, you were hoping to get it around midfield, but the kick went over Sheedy's head, and so trying to make the best of it. But that's where we sit right now. Colonels are down 21-14 with 5:24 left to go in the half.
And that's why they talk about changing those kickoff rules, because it's right here. It looks like Stefan has got his guys there, and he's talking to them, getting them pumped up. Hopefully on the other side of this injury, we'll be able to get some clarity on his. There you go. He's up. All right, good. I know when everybody takes a knee, everybody holds their breath. It looks like he's up. He's a little woozy, but at least he's not any sort of injury that had to occur having any ambulance action or anything like that.
Tough play. Hopefully he'll be okay. But I think you hit on something, I think, moving forward in these high school games. I think kickoffs probably need to look a little bit different than what they have traditionally.
Do you like the new kickoff rule in the NFL?
I'm okay with it. I'm kind of like this. My opinion is just give 3 kickoffs every half. But make the kicker kick it off where you actually can receive it. So you use your kickoffs judicially, depending on how far you're down or what you need, to score. So.
2 receivers to the left, that offset eye behind Davis under center, and he's going to hand off to Killebrew, and he looks for some running room, gets up to about the 47, 48-yard line.
Yeah, just a quick handoff to Killebrew. He's able to get up the middle, get close to midfield there. So another solid first down run for the Colonels, going to bring up second down and probably about 5, maybe 6. Let's say a long 5. A long 5, home field is a short 6, a long 5, right? So really needs to put some points on the board, down 7 points here. Don't want to give them the ball back to start the second half and let them score again.
High formation, Davis under center. Hands off to Sheedy. Ball goes onto the ground, but Sheedy is trying to get it back. Not sure that he does. Canton Academy thinks they have it, and they are right. And Canton Academy gets the ball at midfield, 4:38 left to go, just taking a 21-14 lead. So lead by 7. Now have the ball, 4:38. Colonel defense got to stand strong.
Just a really unfortunate play on that handoff. Just kind of been the cancer for the Colonels there, turning the ball over a lot in here. So. You thought you were going to get it across midfield and get something going. Now the Panthers have it at midfield and looking to add to the 7-point lead here with 4:38 left to go in the half.
Uncle Mo traded sidelines for us, unfortunately. Let's see if he can come back over here to this side. 4:38. Let's see what happens with Colonel defense. Is split backfield, and yes, Cruz is back in, but it doesn't mean anything to the Colonel defense. Tack him after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Ty Killebrew went low. Hagan Sheedy went high and was able to bring him down, but still got 3 or 4 yards out of that. So the clock still ticks here. So the Colonels are really going to have to stand tall and keep this Panther attack out of the end zone here before the half ends.
Yeah, Canton Academy is going to get the ball first in the second half, so the Colonels have to be thinking about that as the Canton Academy lines up, one receiver each side, split backfield, and that's going to be over the line. He just went over the line. I know that when they don't make contact, whatever, as long as they get over that line, they will throw that flag.
Yeah, it's just too many penalties and turnovers. I mean, we're in this game. The Colonels are right in this game, but we are killing ourselves with all these unforced errors.
2nd and 3 now. It was 2nd and 8 after that penalty, a 5-yard movement for the Canton Academy Panthers. 4 minutes left to go in that second quarter. And handoff J.D. Kelly, and he's tiptoeing around in the middle of the line and actually falls forward to about the 37-yard line. So first down, Panthers on that run by J.D. Kelly.
Yeah, just a quick handoff by number 6, Bradley Watson in that spread formation there, and he's able to make quick cuts and jump cuts and get enough for another Panther first down as the clock continues to go as the Panthers are waiting for the call on the sideline. Colonels really need to get in that backfield if possible, try to make some kind of play and get back there and cause some chaos.
One receiver each side, and again, the snap's going to be high, handoff to Cruz, and keeps those legs turning and just runs upfield and gets to about the 25-yard line, so another first down for Cruz with 3:25 left to go in the first half.
Just cut it up and just runs through everybody. I mean, it's like a hot knife through butter, it looks like. Just that rumbling, stumbling, bumbling kind of player, number 29, Cruz Johnson for the Panthers. And he takes a couple Colonels for a ride for another first down.
Yeah, and he's just a strong guy, just all-star physique. He likes when he gets the ball, he does not stop turning his legs.
He likes to be hit. Yes, he likes to hit.
Big snap, man. It's going to fall into Cruz's hands, and he's going to try to make the most of it, and he's unable to because Hagan Sheedy's right there to make the tackle, and loss on the play is going to be back to the 28-yard line. So that's 2nd and 13, under 3 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, that was an unforced error for the Panthers. A really high snap. They had early in the first quarter, they had a bad snap. Was able to throw a touchdown pass out of it.
Right.
Thankfully, no touchdown was scored, so it puts them behind the sticks with 2nd down and long here as the clock continues to tick. If you're Coach Posey, you wonder how you're going to use your timeouts. You got 2 timeouts left with possessing this ball off the second turnover from the Colonels here. The clock's still ticking, so they're taking their time. They're pretty confident with this clock management, it seems like.
Cruz Johnson just took a Fitz Manning stance, which hopefully that means he's tired. Fitz Manning's just getting ready for the next play. Johnson's going to fake to him, and fake is going to be to Johnson, and the quarterback is going to go to the right side. That is Watson as he finds his way up to about the 23-yard line, so not much going on that play.
A lot of running, but not a lot of yards for Bradley Watson. He was able to stiff arm Graham Howard, but not before Graham Howard able to push him enough out of bounds. It does stop the clock for the Panthers, brings up 3rd down in about 7 or 8.
3rd and 7, I'll say. And Canton Academy, hopefully, Colonels stand strong here, get a stop in the first possession of the second half, and it's a brand-new ball game. 2:11 left to go. Big 3rd down here for the Panthers, and Watson's going to move Johnson over to his right in the shotgun, calls for the snap. Look at that slip screen again, Sawyer, and he makes the catch, and he's going to get into the end zone, but there's a flag.
There's a flag.
I love calling those touchdowns back.
It's a hold against the Panthers, so
Johnson is
we'll take it.
Tired. He looks like he's just gassed.
He looks like he's dealing with a leg injury of some sort, maybe. He's trying to work it out there. But a hold on the Panthers is going to push them back with about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
Up 21-14. Carroll Academy is in the lead here at Legion Field, but the Colonels are playing that bend, don't break type defense. Let's see if we can get in that backfield once again and really make a play.
2:01 left to go, and they're going to say the hold occurred at the 22-yard line. They're pushing back 10 yards to be, let's see, 17. So 3rd and 17 from the 27-yard line. 2:01 left to go, and here's a big chance for the Colonels to stand strong, maybe get the ball back.
Yeah, I don't know what the remedy is with that Sawyer Bates screen out to the left. He's pretty dominant receiver for the Panthers, and the Colonels really haven't been able to corral him a lot tonight. So really going to have to watch that on these next couple of plays.
2 receivers left again, Watson in the shotgun with Cruz to his left. and he's looking downfield. He got all the time in the world, protection, and breaks down, and it looks like it could have been an interception by Howard or Burt. Howard tips it up. Evan says, man, I had it. You got to quit doing that to me.
Yeah, two buddies out there, and I'm sure there'll be some smack talk after the game on that one. But a good play by the secondary to keep that from being caught. So the Panthers, they're going to stay there, keep their offense on the field. 1:43 left to go in the half.
Yeah. Didn't that same thing happen at North Delta?
I can't remember the exact game, but one of those games, it was tipped up. It looks like the Panthers want to talk it over with a timeout.
Yeah. Well, we'll take it with them. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship health care is always in season. South Sunflower County Hospital provides preseason training, game day coverage, in-season evaluation, injury management, and postseason recovery, which allows you to stay in the game longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy, where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
In the Delta, this is where the Bulldogs play. 96.9 FM,
formation out there to the left, four receivers all bunched up in a dime, and one receiver to the right. Again, it is a throw out to Cruz, and he's going to...
Another hold, though.
All right, he's coming back. And Cruz is going to just keep on cruising down to the 5-yard line, but it ain't going to matter. Flag in there holding, I believe. I hope I'm right. 1:32 to go here, and fourth and...
You know, we said a lot about the Colonels with self-inflicted wounds and unforced errors. The Panthers are having their share of them here tonight. That's going to be about their 5th or 6th penalty. Bring this big game back from Cruz.
Well, the thing about Cruz...
Looks like they're going to kick a field goal.
Yeah. The one thing about Cruz and his athletic ability, everybody within a 2-mile radius knows he's fixing to get the ball on 4th and 18, and you still couldn't stop him because he's just that tough of an athlete. But, hey, you know what got him there? The hole. Are they really fixing to try to kick this field goal?
Their kicker is on the field.
I will say he's got good form, and he looks good. It just hadn't gone through.
Yeah, he just took it a little bit. Yeah. So this will matter for field position as well.
Oh, well, it may be the up back for the punt.
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Okay, never mind.
They are going to punt.
Or drop kick. We'll see. Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh was the last
fake punt. Nobody to return for the Colonels. They're going to bring the house.
Yep. And that's going to be Sawyer Bates doing the punting duties, and he's going to kick it into the end zone. Good. So the Colonels will start at the 20-yard line.
If you're Coach Putnam, you got to be ecstatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give up a turnover at the 50-yard line. They have a short field. They're running it with Cruz, Johnson, and Kelly. They're getting, they had a touchdown with Sawyer Bates, but it's called back for a holding. So you got to be ecstatic that the Colonels were able to hold. No points scored. A minute left. Let's just kind of wind this down and let's not do anything that would give them another opportunity here.
Yeah. Well, good news is you got Uncle Mo at midfield. Not sure which direction he wants to go. Colonels have a chance to pull him over to their sideline. 1:11
really got to secure the ball this last 1:11. You can't afford another turnover here.
That's right. And I will say, Hagen Sheedy's done a really good job leading blocking for Ty Killebrew. You might want to be thinking about that here as I formation behind Patrick Davis under center, going to send Graham Howard in motion to the left side. And, yes, the handoff is going to be to Killebrew. He's going to get upfield, 21-yard line, so 1-yard gain on the play. And there might be some timeouts used by Canton. I'm not sure what they're going to do.
Yeah, William Pace, number 4, was able to get in there and along with a couple other Panthers to keep that just a minimal gain, but we're going under a minute here, and you got to think if you're Coach Nestor, you just want to try to run the clock out and get out of here, kind of just recoup at halftime and go from there.
I think the Panthers are thinking the same thing, just get in the locker room and lick their wounds like cats do, right? 45 seconds left to go in this first half, and offset eye behind Patrick Davis under center, handoff again to the tailback. It's Sheedy this time. Gets up to about the 29-yard line, close to a first down. 30 seconds to go. If they don't want to run over the play, they don't have to. And we'll see what happens here. And, third and about 1 or 2. Nobody's calling timeout. So I believe everybody's going to be wanting to go to halftime. Halftime, we will talk about playoff implications. Playoffs, as Jim Moore once said. And, yeah, we'll talk about playoffs and this Colonel team, where they might go. They are going to run another play, I formation, and handoff is going to be to Sheedy, and he bounces it to the right side. And from the fullback position, he's got some green grass, does a spin move, gets the first down yardage to the 33-yard line, but it's going to make the clock run out. Canton Academy thought they had a fumble recovery and were about to scoop and score it. But, yeah, he was down. It looked like number 8 was feeling like he had the recovery and was going to run it in. But, yeah, that's going to be your first half score is going to be 21-14 Canton Academy. Colonels did hold the lead 14-13. Canton Academy storms back with a 2-point conversion. 21-14 your score. Canton Academy leads. We'll talk about the playoff implications at halftime and also what's going on around our state. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, we've been talking about our Pabst Door Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
And we're back here at Legion Field. The Dean and the Rev Colonels trailing 14-21. We just had our own version of College Game Day with a celebrity picker, Bess Burke, picking out the winners of the raffle. She is a celebrity around here. I know Guy Burke, he wonders where all these things come from. And she'll walk around and she'll come back and she'll have a blow pop or a popcorn.
Look, man, on the road last week, my dear friend James Nichols, he walked her to the concession stand. We went to visit with them at their house afterwards, and he was like, hey, man, it was an experience walking with your daughter to the concession stand. So you never know. You never know out there.
That's right. You never know. But, yeah, they did do a drawing, and, some money was given out, and yes.
Thanks to everybody supporting the IA raffle. Always a good thing to raise some money for the school, so good job by everyone involved.
That's right. And the Panthers cheerleaders have taken the field, and the Colonel cheerleaders are just waiting for them to get off so they can dominate the field like they do every half.
Hey, Gary, let's talk about a couple of themes here. One theme is from the first half is penalties. Both these teams have had tremendous unforced errors. Both of them have about 5 or 6 penalties each. They're on pace to have 10 or 11. Whenever you have double-digit penalties, that tends to not be a good thing.
Right.
Coaches aren't happy with that. So whoever ties up those loose ends in the second half is probably going to come out on top. And another theme is IA turnovers. Got 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and one of those led to some points. So just can't do that anymore.
Right.
You just can't give in a championship game, a district championship game. You can't give that up. So our guys are going to have to really focus on ball security in the second half. Finally, though, we've seen a lot of great effort from the Colonels. Yeah, there was a point in this game where they were about to go down 14-0, and they stood tall and the field goal was missed, and it was kind of like the bell in Rocky.
Yeah.
It rang, and the boys in blue made some plays. So they're in this district championship game here at Legion Field, down 7, down 21-14, with a lot of football left. But to be in this game and have this opportunity is a huge, huge deal for this team.
And, you know, we talk about Canton Academy. Matter of fact, last week when we played West Memphis, they were talking about how they had just got back from Canton, and we were telling them, well, we're going to be playing for the district championship, and I almost felt a little bit of a good luck.
Right.
Feeling like Canton Academy was going to be a heck of a team. Matter of fact, they did, talk about how good they were. Canton Academy, the Colonels were hanging with them and had a lead at a point, 14-13, just lost it on one play, a 75-yard run by the Cruz Johnson. The Cruz Johnson he's tough, but he's now playing with injury. He looks a little gassed because he's dealing with that injury. That's a chance for the Colonels to hopefully be able to load the box, but we got to be careful of that slip
still a
screen.
big opportunity out there, but the thing is, you're going to have to tighten up these loose ends. You can't continue to give them extra possessions. I think, I don't know exactly what Coach Putnam has in mind, but some of these smoke screens, these bubble screens, they're really big gains. May want to double Sawyer Bates. He's had some big plays out of those screen passes, so going to have to make an adjustment there going into the second half.
And, Graham Howard, talked to him a couple of weeks ago with Matthew's injury. They've kind of slipped him into that linebacker position. And with him being new to the position, maybe he doesn't realize maybe the flats are for him, and hopefully get him out there, maybe to the side, just have him mirror, was it number 7, Sawyer? Bates Motel, and he's just mirror him and see that, well, if the quarterback pulls the ball, look in the flats, because that's where they're going.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to bring safety help over the top on that and be able to have two Colonels out there on that side quick with Sawyer Bates, but he's getting too many receptions for really big gains, so something's going to have to change in the secondary.
Well, they haven't thrown one down the field for a large gain. It's only
that's exactly right. Yeah. They've hit and let him just be a playmaker. So if you move someone over there, at least you have someone there, quicker than you would have with the normal defense you're running.
Yeah, and the running game, Cruz Johnson, J.D. Kelly is running pretty hard too, but Cruz Johnson is the one that really has been damaging to the Colonel's defense. And, he's now battling a leg injury, so you don't know what the status is there. I mean, 21-14, and their star player has a leg injury.
And what opportunities are going to come your way? You had 2 bad snaps from the center for Canton. One of them in the first quarter just kind of dribbled along the ground. They were able to pick that up and throw a touchdown pass.
Right.
So, that's kind of just one of those plays like, those what-if plays. Then the other one here went over the quarterback's head. The Colonels weren't able to get back there to it. So you never know kind of the exchange or the snap when the shotgun formation there, what could happen there to give you an extra possession. But you're going to have to get to it. You're going to have to make the play. It's not going to, you got to have to take it. So
just in my mind, I'm thinking about 4 opportunities, the 2 you mentioned, and then when the receiver fumbled it twice.
Exactly.
The difference is we're not falling on their fumbles; they're falling on ours.
Yeah, Sam Martin took that screen pass. I don't know that he's been back in the game. He limped off, and not sure that he's been back in the game. So that they're kind of down a receiver there. But he fumbled twice. Kent was able to get back on it. So there's been those close opportunities. Could it be another opportunity in the future where the Colonels do pick it up and maybe get some points from that turnover?
Yeah, and senior night, the blood is pumping. We know there's playoffs next week, but we just playoffs. We got to know where we're going, and we'll talk about that. I have somebody in upper management who's been crunching the numbers. They asked to remain anonymous, and I certainly wouldn't tell them Tracy Williamson at all. So, when we get back on the other side of this break, we'll go with our number crunching gurus numbers, and we'll talk about what we could have, or we could be seeing from the Colonels in the playoffs. And on the other side, we'll talk about that. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. We are Gresham Petroleum Company, Indianola, Mississippi. Call 887-2160.
Stay connected with your community through the Enterprise Toxin newspaper, Sunflower County's ultimate source for local news and updates. From breaking news stories to in-depth features, we deliver the latest happenings straight to your door. Stay informed with Enterprise Toxin. Subscribe in Sunflower County for $33 or $44 outside the county today and never miss a beat. Call 662-887-2222.
Or log on to enterprise-toxin.com/subscribe to subscribe.
Guarantee Bank and Trust loves bringing you the latest and greatest in technology. Meet the interactive teller machine. It has all the functions of an ATM plus access to a Guarantee Bank teller through video chat. ITM live teller hours are currently 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and on Saturdays 9 a.m. till 12 noon. The ITM functions as an ATM outside the live teller hours. Get the Community Bank experience with Guarantee Bank and Trust. Even with continued growth and new technology, we're committed to our customers and our local communities. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Legion Field. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in this halftime. And, as fast as we've had to be on the football field and basketball courts growing up, Guy Burke, we have to be just as quick with our burger preparation and consumption. I fixed my burger.
Well, Gary, there's no one like you that can fix it faster. I think that way.
That's right.
I think you're like the Joey Chestnut of hamburgers, actually.
That's right. They call me the hamburger. Let's talk about some playoff implications. So there's a little bit of calculation being done. Potentially, it looks like, or it feels like, by looking at the PowerPoints and all that stuff, if we lose tonight, we play Winona Christian.
Okay.
That is the thought. It is nothing set in stone. It's just trying to calculate points and figure all that out. We will figure all that out probably tomorrow or Sunday, and everybody will know where we're going. If we win bye week, how about that?
That would be amazing.
Bye week, play the winner.
Because here's the deal: you don't get a bye week.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Like they've been playing. Like they start practices at the end of July.
Yeah.
They've been going and going and going, and so there's this mental fatigue that takes place with these young men, and they fight through it and they do the best they can. But, there's no, even fall break, they're practicing. So, just for you listeners out there, just know that your guys, they give effort.
Yeah.
You can look at the score, you can look at the record and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just here to tell you they're working hard.
Mm-hmm. And, Winona is where we would go, and Winona is favored to beat Carroll, so it looks like either way we'll be seeing stars again. And hopefully on our home field with the bye week, a little bit of preparation as well. But we'll have to wait to see how that plays out for us. First thing we got to do is take care of business here on the field. And Colonel's been doing really good tonight. This is a different Colonel team. Like, you would not expect this to be a 3-win Colonel team defending their home field for a district championship. Like Jim Moore said, playoffs with 3 wins, we win another game. This is where it matters, the district. It doesn't matter when we play those out-of-district games and if we play a Pillow Academy or Lee or something like that. It's that we're playing people within our district, beat West Memphis, beat Benton, beat Central Holmes, and now we are on the cusp of hopefully beating Canton Academy. Now, I will say last year we faced them twice. If you go by last year's prediction of what we would have done, oh, my goodness. They were just running all over the place. It was, 17-0 at the end of the first quarter, I think it was.
Yeah.
And right here, we're talking in the second quarter, Colonel's had a lead.
Yeah, exactly.
And looks like a momentum going their way, had a little bit of a turnover. They were able to capitalize on it. But here's another thing. They get another turnover, I believe, at midfield, and Colonels are able to stand strong.
There's been 2 times tonight that that the Canton Academy has had an opportunity to get more points on the board, and the Colonels are able to, with help from some penalties, we'll take it, but still able to get off the field and keep them from scoring more points. So definitely in this game, definitely have an opportunity this third quarter to make a shift. They can get a stop on this first drive and then get some points on the board. The game will be on, and, they're in this thing. They just got to continue to believe and fight. And I think that was the core message this week, throughout the week, was, hey, let's believe. Let's believe. Yeah. It's been 4 years since the Colonels played for a district championship. It's on our home field. Let's just continue to work, continue to believe.
That's right. And, like you talk about those big runs or whatever, and they're getting into the end zone, but it's because of the holes. A friend of mine, Lee Paxton, who was a referee for many years, he's like, I can call a hold on every play. Exactly. It's just a matter of, do I want to call the hold here or there, but especially in the high school level. And unfortunately, he can, but they were blatant holds that we were seeing there, and it was opening up the hole so the Colonels defense can say, okay, they got that touchdown run because of the hold. Hopefully they take that mentality and are able to translate it into something that maybe they can build upon as we roll into this third quarter here. And, the Canton Academy comes out of the locker room. They're going to go to their end zone, do a little bit of warming up. I believe the Colonels, they're on their way out, about to tip myself over. And I do want to ask you a question, Guy.
Yes, sir.
You did have an answer for the kickoffs. I'm putting you on the spot here a little bit. What do you do about the fake injuries? What do you do about the guy who's told to go down to not to be able to stop the play? What do you do for those?
Yeah, that's interesting. That's hard to. I think that's hard to regulate. I think that's hard to, especially with the focus on player safety these days. There may be something where conference executives or conference administrators review week to week, post game, to see if an infraction did occur, and then give some penalty towards that.
I hate to slow
that's just an idea.
I hate to slow down the game even more, but these are so blatant. You could review them, like. For instance, the guys coming.
No, I don't want more review. I want less review. I want less review.
Yeah, and or maybe
I've never understood why you can't just have a review rep that calls in, hey, this is it, move forward.
So I can't remember what league it is. It may be in Big Ten or something that nobody watches. Basically, they have it. All of them are done off-site, and by the time they buzz it down and they go to the ref, they pretty much already made the decision as to what they're going to do. That's what I'd love to see. Yeah. Charlotte, or not Charlotte, whatever our headquarters is.
Review's not going anywhere, but all this stoppage of play and, taking, what seems to be clear and, taking all these minutes and everything. Something has to change about it.
And also, when you're talking about these injuries that actually do take place and the fans are booing, that's kind of hurtful.
Yeah,
think about it. They're booing because they think somebody's not hurt.
Sportsmanship isn't lost art. So,
well, hopefully they'll get that.
Even if you're winning, you can still act like a loser. So,
amen to that. Canton Academy is going to get the kickoff after the break. So, we're going to take that last 2-minute break. On the other side, we're going to see what the Colonels defense can do coming out first against Canton Academy. Hope to get that turnover. We'll take that break, and on the other side, third quarter of IA football, trailing 21-14. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk Delta.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
When it comes to your health, nobody beats the home team at South Sunflower County Hospital. When you have a minor emergency, waiting to be seen can be a real pain. That's why you need Delta Primary After Hours Clinic. You'll love the convenience and personal attention that can only be found at South Sunflower County Hospital. You'll also have peace of mind knowing that you'll have immediate access to our full scope of hospital services. Visit your winning team at www.southsunflower.com. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here at Legion Field for the third quarter kickoff, Patrick Davis kicks a line drive, and the backs didn't want to pick it up. And when the running man looked like the back was trying to pick it up, he had to fall on it because K3 came out, and he was intimidating the run back so much he fell on a 15-yard line.
Yeah, number 11, Parker Brady, let it kind of get away from him. And before he knew it, Kerry Robinson was down there, so he just dive on it. So.
Good kick by Patrick Davis.
Excellent kick.
You know, he can do it all. They'll hear those Davises when they're born clutching some kind of ball. He must have a football. Handoff going to be J.D. Kelly up the middle. Oh, man, that's going to be 51. McCory. Man, big hit by him. Linebacker. Like to see him plugging the hole.
Big hit by St. Nick right up the middle, delivering the gift to the running back, J.D. Kelly there. So good start to the drive by the Colonels here, not letting a big gain happen. So really need to get in that backfield some more, get off these initial blocks.
That's so good. Chris is coming earlier and earlier every year. That's good. St. Nick, I like it. And hopefully the Colonels can build on this. They're going to go in the pistol formation, but also going to have, Cruz to the right, and they're going to go deep down the middle of the field looking for Sawyer Bates and finding him in the midst of all that coverage, unable to knock the ball down with those two Colonel defenders. Sawyer Bates catches it between them and gets into Colonel territory at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, Watson took his shot down the field, and number 7, Sawyer Bates, came to play tonight. He was able to catch that ball. Evan Burke was there trying to break it up last second, but Sawyer Bates was able to secure it and move into Colonel territory about the 46-yard line.
It went right between the two defenders. I think Levi was also in on the coverage.
Big rainbow throw that just dropped in there. It's a heck of a play by the Panthers.
One receiver each side for quarterback Watson as he calls for the snap and hands it off to J.D. Drew, and he's kind of galloping over to the left side, looking for a hole to open up, and finally moves up the field about 4 yards to the 42-yard line.
A number of Colonels in on that play to wrangle him down to the ground. So another solid game for the Panthers as they keep marching into Colonel territory.
Kelly doing his best equestrian impersonation. It was looking for a hole, but he was just kind of chopping his feet, looking for something to open up, and doesn't run. They run two different styles, him and Cruz. And the Canton Academy did get up the field 4 yards. They'll give him 2nd and 6 to 42. So we're taking close to 10 minutes to go in this third quarter, and handoff is going to be to the bruising running back Cruz as he's going to put his head down and just get upfield to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, it's pretty much everyone in blue needs to have in their mind that when 29 has the ball, like everybody, not just 4 people, everybody have to go take him down.
Yeah, and there he is. He's getting in that stance.
Candace come out with a different vibe this half, I'll tell you that. It looks like Coach Posey got into them a little bit, cheated on them a little bit, because they're coming out with a different energy to start the second half.
Yeah, Colonel defense looking to hopefully step up, and quarterback talking to both his running backs. Looks like there's a little bit of confusion. Number 9 goes out into the slot position, and he sends him in motion and hand off to Cruz up the middle and up the gut, and just goes up to about the 22-yard line, just barreled down and just 15 yards.
Just run through defenders, and nobody can stop him right now. And he's taking himself out. So I'm not sure if he's dealing with the injury. Anyway, he's playing hard through it. So really Really tough runner, really tough for the Colonels to bring down. Colonels down 21-14 as we get underway in the second half.
Yeah, he's gassed and just dealing with injury.
Yeah, this drive started about the 10. Now they're all the way down, knocking on the red zone here in that Colonel territory as they come to the line.
Yeah, and again, that running back, J.D. Kelly, is still good back to be in his place of Cruz, but a little bit easier to take down for the Colonels. Handoff is going to be to Kelly. Fake the handoff, actually. Watson's going to take it around the left side. Turns it upfield, gets to about the 17-yard line, so gain of about 6 on the play, maybe 5. Canton Academy driving into the red zone.
Yeah, just that standard read option out of that spread set here where you faked the handoff to Kelly, then pulled it, and then was able to get over to the left side, get about 5 yards. So continue to move down and executing very well coming out of the second half for the Panthers.
Another wrinkle, I believe that's the first real designed run for Watson tonight, and yeah, that was a tough wrinkle to watch, but hopefully Colonels can adjust. They're going to be split backs beside Watson. Again, that high snap, handoff to Kelly, and he's looking, following his line up the field, but unable to find any room because Blaine Fleming
swallowed him up in the backfield, was able to bring him down, so loss of a couple of yards there where Kelly running the ball for the Panthers. So big play by the Colonels. Going to bring up, say, a third down in about 5.
Maybe it's my angle. I didn't feel like that's where he got the ball, too. But I feel like he lost some yards, but they're going to actually get it to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 4. Maybe even gave him a yard. That was a loss. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the referees. We're all good. So, and there's going to be looks like some confusion on there. And they're calling in the play. Defense is ready. Watson trips to the left, and he's looking to the right, faking, and looking right at number 4. That's going to be William Pace again, right there on that hitch route, but it didn't get much yardage.
Yeah, he's right at the sticks, though.
Yeah.
And he's close to the first down.
Yeah. 4th, and there might be a flag on the field, huh? Oh, I think I heard somebody across the room say it, but yeah, it's 3rd, and that's going to be 4th, isn't it?
Well, if they're moving his now. They're going to give him the first down. So he was right at his forward progress. Got him enough yardage there to get across those sticks. So it's first down, and still able to get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. But they're in the red zone around the 10-yard line.
Could have been big trips to the left, Cruz to the left of Watson. A handoff to him on the right side is wide open, and Graham Howard closes the door quick.
Excellent tackle by Graham Howard. Probably, man, what a big play by that guy. Just showing all heart. Probably outweighed by, 50 pounds with Cruz Johnson, and he's able to take him down. You thought Cruz was going to get the corner and maybe score again, but Graham Howard making a big play on that.
I heard Cruz uses 2 Graham Howard dumbbells just to do his bench presses. Trips to the left and looking that way. Again, that slip screen high throw.
Yeah.
That's good. We needed that, but smothering defense right there. They were going to put him down right there.
Yeah, they had read that really well, even if it was completed. But the high, and Watson just kind of really didn't get his feet set, so it sailed on him a little bit. So it brings up a big 3rd down here.
Yeah, and 3rd and 7, 6:08 left to go.
You have to think they'll go for it no matter what, but 3rd down and 7, the ball on the 8-yard line. Like we said, can't get a first down without scoring a touchdown here. So 6:08 left to go in the 3rd.
And 2 receivers, actually spread formations, 2 receivers each side, and going to be Watson rolling out to his left under the protection of Cruz, looking for the receiver. Sawyer Bates to open up and throws it behind him, and he dropped. He had a chance to catch it. It was through his hands.
Yeah, it hit him, but it was behind him. And so here comes maybe the field goal unit.
Yeah,
they're trying out the field goal unit, try to get points on this first drive of the second half.
Anderson Cross hopefully will hit the cross in. So far.
2 inaccurate throws brings out the field goal unit. So let's see if the Colonels can maybe get some pressure. And, man, a field goal block here would change the whole trajectory of this game right now.
25-yard kick from the right hash. Watson going to hold for Cross. 6 minutes to go. High snap. Kick is up, and
it is good.
It's good. It's through the upright. So 24-14, 10-point lead for Canton Academy. Other side kickoff. Colonel's going to try to see if they can answer 5:54, trailing 24-14. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor Pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Legion Field, Canton Academy tacked on 3, 24-14. They're leading the Colonels. 5:54 left to go in this third quarter, but a small win for the Colonels as they were able to hold them to a field goal. Unfortunately, that went through the upright this time. 10-point lead for Canton Academy. Big return is necessary here. Try to get some good field position for this first possession, second half, as they were able to get half the quarter off the clock. And a little bit of a stop kick. Going to be fielded up to 29 by Sheedy. Going to go up the right side and take the whole team to drag him down at the 37-yard line. That's where the Colonel's going to start.
Decent field possession on that short kick. Hagen City was able to come up and catch it cleanly. Wasn't able to break through, though, like he did earlier in this game.
Yeah.
So,
pretty good return against West Memphis.
Yeah, Colonels really have to focus here. You can't have penalties. You need to get a good drive going. Continue to get those first downs. Time of possession matters here. Try to get some points on the board in your first possession of the second half.
Speedy back Ethan Hayes is in the ball game, and Killeber is going to go in the slot. They're going to go spread formation, 2 receivers each side. Sends Ethan Hayes in motion, the slip screen out to Evan Burke, as he's going to get up to about the 40-yard line, 41-yard line. They'll give him 42, actually. 5-yard gain on first hit.
Yeah, just a good screen play there. Evan Burke's able to get up, and number 4, William Pace, who's a big defender, was able to bring him down along with another Panther. So positive yardage, positive play for the Colonels. Kind of get into a rhythm here. Let's see if they can get the run game going. Still waiting to see that option play again. That option play really impressed me.
Yeah.
Hadn't really seen it since. So let's see what they got here. Really got to focus in. Can't have penalties.
That's right. It's offset I formation, and Sheedy is the tailback and sends Howard in motion. The handoff going to be to him. He's holding it with both hands. Gets up to the field about the 43-yard line. 1-yard gain on the play, so it's about a 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Tennant Potts was in there along with number 4, William Pace again. So number 8, number 4 bringing down number 5, Hagen Sheedy. So brings up 3rd down and about 6. So a big 3rd down for the Colonels. Really need a positive play on this.
You know, on that slip screen,
keep this drive going.
As you slip screen, if you got Hagen Sheedy in place of Ethan Hayes, it could have been a big crackback block up there and could have sprung him. You might want to think about running that again and maybe putting different positions. As 2 receivers to the left, empty set to the right, and I formation behind Patrick Davis under center. Flags are going up, and that's because I believe Canton Academy.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on the defense. So big play there. It's about the 7th penalty for Canton. So right here,
it's the first time you're going to say it.
Going to see if enough for a first down. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's 3rd and inches. So go ahead and say your catchphrase. What's it going to be here?
Well, they're bringing out the measurement here.
The crowd is sitting on the edge of their seat. We'll wait. If it's 3rd and short, I think Guy Burke's going to say it.
I think it's time for the Legion.
There it is.
I think it's time for the Legion lunch.
That's it. The money phrase. He gets paid $5,000 every time he says it. No, I'm just kidding, of course. And they are going to measure. And
it'll be tight.
It's going to be first down.
Hey, first down, Colonels. Let's go.
That's right. Boost Club president over there, Lake Baird, putting in some time running the chains in those khakis. And he does a good job with all that. I tell you what, he burns a pair of khakis every week for Colonel first downs when he's over here. But, yeah, first down, Colonels, 48-yard line approaching the 50.
Well, a big play there that can shift some momentum for the Colonels if they can keep this drive alive.
Clock is ticking. 4:15 left to go. Colonel down 10, looking to try to get some of that back. Hagen Sheedy gets prepped and ready at that fullback and fakes a handoff to Killeberg, and looks like he's going to boot bootleg out, but slips on the grass. I think 22 for the Canton Academy was there to get him if he wasn't going to slip. So just a tough play right there.
You know, that's the play Patrick runs so well. I think that's the only time I've seen him lose yards on it, and just slipped. That's all it was. The green monster, the grass monster was out there and tripped him up, and so let's see if they can overcome this loss. 2nd and 15 from their own 43. Trips to the left, and Sheedy going to be to the left of Davis. The empty set to the right. Slow snap, and Davis is looking, surveying, and he finds Evan Burke on the sidelines right off his hands and falls to the ground. So it's going to be a 3rd and about 15, 3:25 left to go in this circle. Yeah, just kind of a broken play. You didn't know if Patrick was going to run or he decided to pull it up and throw. Evan Burke worked his way back to the ball, but just kind of a tough catch there on the sidelines. It would have been it's a big play here for the Colonels, trying to get at least some of this yardage back to where you can flip the field with a punt. Yeah, I always find it interesting. We don't use the wide side of the field for the trips right now. We are. So maybe it'll open up a little bit more routes there, and there's an uncovered Ty Killeberg right there in the center of the field. And he's looking down the field at AC7 dive in the attempt to the catch and unable to come down with it. He had 3 receivers over there. Graham Howard was the deepest, went for the middle route, and unfortunately falls to the ground. Yeah, just that quick snap and roll out to the right. You know, he had his tight end coming in that window, but let him just a little bit too much. Thankfully, it fell to the ground, no harm, no foul. So the Colonels are going to have to punt on their first possession of the second half, and this quarter has gone by fast. We're already at 3:15, 10-point lead for the Panthers, 24-14. As the Colonels come here, Ty Killeberg is going to make this punt. Yeah, 3:15 left to go. Yeah, and the Canton Academy came out and burned up 6 minutes off the clock, and it's going to be a high snap. Killeberg's going to corral it and nearly blocked, but kicked them and lands at the 21-yard line. Got a Colonel bounce. Great Colonel roll to about excellent punt by Killeberg. Gotta love it. And, yeah, it was nearly blocked, but Killeberg does. He kicked it from his own 35, rolls it to the 10. And yeah, it was one of those that when it hit the ground, it took that fast roll and rolled into about the 10-yard line. So great point to flip this field. Let's see if the Colonels can hold these Panthers. Colonels have 15 clock minutes to try to get 10 points back, or 11 points. Do you remember that game? I think it was against Carroll Academy or something, where Nestor decides to go for 2 at the very end of the game instead of kicking an extra point to try to win the ball game, and does so. Yeah. Man, I'd like to see that again. Yeah. Here we go. And Colonel's going to run out one of their linebackers a little late. Nichols McCory is out there, but he's in position, and it's going to be pistol formation for Watson, and it'll pitch out to J.D. As he makes his way around the left side and just picks his way through the middle, and Colonels are trying to strip that ball. Yeah, they need to try to tackle. Yeah. Like I know you think you want to get a turnover, but you got to go in there and hit instead of trying to rip. Like these guys are running all the way down your throats. You have no chance to rip that ball out at that angle, and you've got to go in there and wrap up. Yeah, chains move 23-yard line. You know what causes fumbles, Jay Gary? Big hits. Big hits. So let's go lay some big hits. That's right. Quit trying to rip the ball out. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, Levi Williamson is an absolute epitome of that when he just hits those kids, and that's what caused that fumble down here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and Cruz to the right of Watson. Snap back to him and hand off to Cruz, and he's running over players and gets down to about the 35-yard line. But I saw a little yellow blip go up in the sky. It looks like some laundry on the field here. Yeah, I hope that's right. And Watson kind of looked a little disheveled by that. No, they didn't. They picked it up. I don't know. I saw a flag. But anyway, all right, no flag. First down, 35-yard line. I saw a flag, Burke. Maybe I'm seeing things. Get that ass checked again, I guess. 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Everybody's looking to the sidelines, waiting for the play call. And it's going to be 10 seconds on the play clock. Watson seems to be a little upset. Try to get this play off in time, 5 seconds. Yeah. He got 2 receivers to the right and left. And going to run again that slip screen. And William Bair's out there, and that's number 2. Graham Howard's able to bring him down. Still got 10 yards on the play to get the first down, but they were able to corral him at least. Could have had him in the backfield. He just slips through, gets a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Yeah, William Bair takes the inside angle, pushes him to the outside. Graham Howard's able to run over and get that shoestring tackle. I think number 7 Sawyer Bates was thinking he was going to get a lot more, and he was upset with himself on that one.
Yeah, he was. There's going to be spread formation, 2 receivers to each side, and Cruz to the left of Watson. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Sends a man in motion. Touch pass is going to be number 4. He's going to take the ball over to about the 50-yard line. There's going to be a flag thrown in the air. Nowhere around him. I think Sawyer said something.
Maybe so. It could be unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure. Blaine Fleming and Evan Burke were in on that play to stand up William Pace to stop his forward progress. It's enough for a first down, but we'll see what the penalty is.
You know what's unfair about that touch pass is that the quarterback does nothing but pitches the ball and gets all those pass yards for whatever he gets.
Exactly right.
They should change that. But anyway, doesn't matter to what I think. And White House, I wonder what was down there. Something happened.
Yeah.
A sideline warning.
A sideline warning against the Colonels.
So I guess we must have said something to Sawyer. But, yeah, I don't know.
We got a couple penalties on the sideline last week on the road, so that would be detrimental to what we need to do here in this situation. We're down 10 points, 24-14, 50 seconds left to go in the third. Panthers got the ball at the 49 of the Colonels.
Tell you what, Cleet Putnam has got some enthusiasm coaching that sidelines. We'll see if it translates to the defense as they look to stand strong. Canton Academy at midfield. Potentially the last play of the third quarter. Shoestring tackle by Ty Killebrew. J.D. Kelly gets upfield to about the 39-yard line, enough for a first down.
Yeah, he took that handoff and hit the hole super fast, got enough for a first down. A really great play by J.D. Kelly. 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
That was a run like Cruz more. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Kelly to the left of Watson. Takes the handoff. Again, that slip screen out to Sawyer. Goes around. William Bear takes a bad angle. And unfortunately, they will get down to the 23-yard line. Another first down for Canton Academy. 16 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, Canton's just really using that size advantage that number 7, Sawyer Bates has out there and against the secondary of the Colonels. So really taking advantage on these short screens over the last 2 quarters.
Just slippery right there, able to make the man miss. Gets a little bit downfield, enough for the first down. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And again, trying to draw the Colonel outside, and they got him. 14 seconds left to go. This flag is coming in from the side judge here, and they're going to give 5 yards to the Panthers. Going to move them into the red zone, 17-yard line.
Yeah, dangerous territory right here for the Colonels on this drive. They give up a touchdown, go down 17 with only 12 minutes left to go, 1 quarter left to go. It's going to be a tall task to try to get all those points back.
Yeah, score or no score, they can't have an empty possession. 2 receivers to the left, 2 are to the right, both stacked, and handoff going to be to Kelly. He picks his way through the middle, and there's Carson Miller. He's able to drag him down, but he's after a 3 or 4 yard gain. We said we hadn't called him much tonight, but there he is. He's just full of energy.
Yeah, I think Kelly thought he was going to get that first down, and out of nowhere, number 57 came in and brought him down. So now we go to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter is going to be big here. Colonel's trailing by 10. Panthers threatening. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, we've been talking about our Pabst Door Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Bailey at Bill's Body Shop in Ruleville, and we want to fix your car. We're a family-owned business that has long served the Delta with quality vehicle repairs. My grandfather started this business in 1972 with quality being his top priority. My dad has followed his lead for more than 20 years, proving to be committed to superior work. As a third generation, we are continuing the tradition of exceptional bodywork and excellent customer service. Give us a call today at 662-756-2745. You won't be disappointed.
And we're back. The Dean and the Rev, 12 minutes to go in this game. Fourth quarter begins. Colonel's trailing 24-14. Canton Academy is threatening. They're at the 15-yard line. Second and about 2, maybe 3. And, Colonel could need to either stand strong, get a turnover would be helpful.
Yeah, 12 minutes left to go in this district championship game, and really need a big play from someone in blue right here.
Yeah, Watson split backs Beside him, Kelly and Cruz. Johnson there. Handoff going to be to Kelly. Runs up the gut, and he's going to be brought down by Strain Howard. Big tackle by him.
Yeah, number 6, Strain Howard, is able to get off that block and bring down Kelly. But still solid yards gain. These running backs for the Panthers are always falling forward. Looks like Graham Howard's dealing, hopefully not on an ankle. Maybe it's just a cramp. We'll see. Ethan Hayes goes in for him.
Yeah. Well, speed for speed right there. But, yeah, Graham Howard is surely going to be missed for a play or two. Hopefully he's able to get back on timeout on the field. All right, well, we got a timeout early. We'll take it with them since we hadn't gotten all our breaks in. You're listening to IA Colonel. Oh, nope. I'm sorry. They canceled the timeout. Nope, we're not going to take a timeout. Did you hear them say timeout?
They look like they were gathering together in the middle, but I guess once he got off the field, they decided that it wasn't needed to have a timeout.
Maybe I'm hallucinating. I've seen a flag go up in there that didn't, and now a timeout that didn't get called. Handoff, Kelly going to stretch it out the right side, trying to find his way to the end zone. Gets close, but up he is in. They're going to give him the touchdown. Going to give Canton Academy a 30-14 lead as we go to 11:20 left in this fourth quarter, and Canton Academy look to try to build upon that lead.
Yeah, the Panthers came out of halftime with a different energy and really have dominated the third quarter and capped this drive off with a touchdown. The Colonels have only had one possession in the second half here, so it's barely been run clock, matriculate the ball down the field and finish off with scores, and so that's what's been taking place here in the second half.
Anderson Cross looking to try to tack on the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. So 31-14, Canton Academy leading. Colonels really can't have an empty possession here as we go to our break here. On the other side, we'll hope the Colonels can find something in the back pocket to get in the end zone. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Credit card fraud can be a nightmare. While you may not be held liable, especially for larger charges, that doesn't mean that being a victim of credit fraud is a walk in the park. But don't worry, Guarantee Bank has got your back. Our fraud team monitors your card 24/7. If our team suspects a suspicious transaction on any of your GVT debit or credit cards, we'll notify you by text, phone call, or email. Contact your local branch to update your information. Guarantee Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Hi, folks. Brady Smith with Sunflower Lumber and Home Center here to tell you about our company. Since the 1940s, Sunflower Lumber has been in the same location with the same mission we have today. That's customer service and satisfaction to the fullest. Our dedicated, knowledgeable staff is here to work for you, whether adding on to the hunting camp, updating your kitchen or bath, spring cleaning around your property, or replacing your roof. We're your first stop for all your project needs. Stop by today at 204 Highway 82 in Indianola or give us a call at 662-887-1511 and see what shopping local can do for you. That's Sunflower Lumber and Home Center. And go Colonels.
A run by Kelly puts the Canton Academy Panthers up 31-14, 11:20 to go in this ball game. Panthers kicking off to the Colonels, Sheedy and Howard. Hopefully, actually Howard is out of the game. So yeah, he must have sustained an ankle injury.
Carrick Robinson
in for him. So kick is not necessarily going to go back to them. It is going to be one of those pooch kicks off to the side, going to go out of bounds. So Graham Howard is going to try it back out on the field, but you can tell he's favoring one of those ankles. So, yeah, want to save him as much as you can for this offensive possession.
Yeah, that kick going out of bounds is going to give the Colonels an opportunity to start with really good field position. So, really need some points on the board in this drive. 11-17 left to go in this district championship. Down 31-14 here at Legion Field.
And the ball went out at the 37-yard line, so they're going to put it at the 42. It's a good start field position. Would love to see just a 58-yard run right here for touchdown. But yeah, wishful thinking. Ethan Hayes going to make his way out on the field. Sorry for that cough. And hopefully we're going to be able to trade seed for speed here and get some points on the board. As Evan Burke's going to go wide out to the left. The ball's going to be on the left hash, and Hayes is going to be in the backfield behind Patrick Davis, and sends Killebrew in motion, going to hand off to Sheedy. And there we go. He's going to cut it up the middle. He's going to run to the right side and hits the man at the hash. That's going to be Sawyer Bates, and he's going to knock him down at the 20-yard line. I thought he was gone.
What a big play by Hagan Sheedy. He has that big play ability where he's able to make a cut and then burst, and that's exactly what happened. He went to the left hash, cut it back up the middle. Thought he was going to run it in, but big number 7, Bates for the Panthers. Panthers are able to drag him down. But the Colonels in the red zone. We said they needed a big play. They got it.
Yep.
Now they got to execute and get some points on the board here, down 31-14.
11 minutes to go, and you see that all the Colonels are bunched up. There's one receiver out to the left, and that's going to be Evan Burke, and Fake are actually going to hand off up the middle, and that's going to be Ethan Hayes up to the 15-yard line.
No, that's Fitz Manning.
Oh, it's Fitz.
Manning.
Oh, Fitz is in. Okay, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, it is.
You were right.
It is Evan.
Man, maybe I need my eyes checked.
We all need our eyes checked. We need to get the sponsor. Because we're proving we need it. 15-yard line.
Good drive, push from the back. Got down to the 15-yard line, right?
Yeah. At 10:30 left to go, and there's looks like a late arrival for the Panthers on the field at linebacker. And, again, going to be Evan Burke out there wide to the left. Handoff going to be Killebrew. He's going to pick his way through the hole and get into the end zone. Prime time in for 6. 10:08 left to go. Colonels have struck and getting close.
What a touchdown drive by the Colonels. Not giving up, not giving in. I think that was the quickest they scored a touchdown all year.
Yeah.
Ty Killebrew, they did the little trickeration in the back, fake here, fake there, handoff to Ty Killebrew. He got behind the senior Slayton Helms, kind of just rode him in and then took off and got into the end zone in the right corner. So the Colonels answer with a big time play.
Yeah.
Looking to get this extra point here to cut the lead back to 10 with 10:08 left to go in this ball game.
Ty Killebrew proving he can be valuable at every position. And, man, that's just an unreal run by him. And
yeah, if you make this extra point, do you consider an onside kind of situation here to try to get the ball back? You're going to have to think about that at some point. We'll see what happens.
Sheedy trying to close the gap to 10 and hold is down. Kick is up, but there's a flag on the field.
Kick is good.
Went through. Let's see what the flag is. Hopefully it's something on the defense. That defense is running back out onto the field. And so it must be on. It looks like it might be a false start.
Yeah, looks like a false start.
It was. False start. I don't believe they have the right personnel in, and they are.
Yeah, there was some confusion up front, and so with that confusion brings the penalty.
Yeah, so you move them back 5 yards, try it again. We'll check Hagan Sheedy's range and see if it is 24 yards. And the snap's going to go back, and Grant Howard's going to actually 25. Grant Howard's going to set it down on the 15-yard line. At 10 for the end zone, will be a 25-yard attempt for an extra point here. And snaps back, hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. It doesn't matter. Add an extra 5 yards. I'll take it. Hagan Sheedy gets that extra point. Closes the gap to 10. 10:08 left to go. Colonels close the gap to 10 points. Panthers leading 31-21. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Born and raised in the Delta, we get it. We understand your connection to this land because ours is just as strong. It's not only been our home for 7 generations, but the home of those we care about. We value the natural resources of the Delta and the joy they bring to us. Our goal every day is to nurture and protect those as we continue to provide the best services possible to our customers. That's Gresham Petroleum Company in Indianola and Shaw, and Gresham McPherson Oil Company in Greenwood and Belzona.
And we're back, the Dean and the Rev, 10:08 to go. Colonels have just cut into the Panther lead, 31-21. So
big drive by the Colonels, a big run by Hagan Sheedy, and then Ty Killebrew finishes off. So it's just a great job by the Colonels, just sticking with it and getting them points back. And let's see whether they can actually get off the field here because the time of possession favors the Panthers in the second half.
Yeah, trailing by 10, Davis is going to be the kick, and you got to think, when do we start thinking about onside kick? And the time is actually kind of now. Is a little bit of a roller going to be picked up in the backfield. Eric Robinson gives chase and actually is trying to catch him. He's running 30, 20, 10. It couldn't have been better for the Panthers as they're able to take the kickoff into the end zone, get those points back. Going to be a 37-21 lead, 9:50 left to go. Only takes about 13 seconds off the clock, and the Panthers are able to build that lead back out to 16 at the moment.
Yeah, just, the Colonels had really good coverage all night until that possession, and the ball, bounced over the defender. Then number 11, Parker Brady, was able to pick it up on the run and make some cuts and break a tackle, and then he was gone. So really, really tough possession there, special team-wise. Just like we said, one step forward, two steps back. Unfortunately, giving up that touchdown. So to give up a touchdown on a turnover and to give up a touchdown on special teams, that really puts you behind the 8-ball.
Yeah. Well, within those squib kicks, it caused confusion on the return team, but it also causes confusion on the coverage team as well. We saw that coverage breakdown, and Carrick had a shot at him, but he just was able to outrun him into the end zone as Canton Academy is looking to try to tack on this extra point, push this lead back out to 17, 9:50 to go. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. And they are able to 38-21, the lead for the Panthers, 9:50 left to go. On the other side, we'll see if the Colonels can strike back. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Stay connected with your community through the Enterprise Tucson newspaper, Sunflower County's ultimate source for local news and updates. From breaking news stories to in-depth features, we deliver the latest happenings straight to your door. Stay informed with Enterprise Tucson. Subscribe in Sunflower County for $33 or $44 outside the county today and never miss a beat. Call 662-887-2222.
Or log on to enterprise-tucson.com/subscribe to subscribe.
Hey, this is Chris McLean with Indianola Electric. We would like to thank our loyal customers for your continued support for the past 36 years. We are in our second generation operating under the same family for over 3.5 decades. As an electrical contractor, we are here for all of your electrical needs, from service and repair to customized automation and controls. We also have a complete motor shop for new or rebuilt electric motors and generators. Give us a call today at Indianola Electric for all of your electrical needs at 662-887-3292.
Back here at Legion Field, Benin and the Rev, 9:50 to go left in this ball game. Canton Academy has just stretched his lead back out to 17, 38-21, leading your Colonels, and teed up the ball. And Colonels looking to try to.
They're going to need another quick score in this district championship game since they gave up that special teams kick return there. 38-21. Colonels are down here at home. 9:50 left to go in this championship game, so really need some big plays really fast.
Kicker looking like he's setting up the ball a little bit differently, so might see that little bit squib kick or something here as he checks the right and left side, gets ready to approach the ball, and boots it again with that punch kick, fielded by Howard at the 20. And he cuts it up the middle of the field, and he runs right up to about the 43-yard line, just about broke that. 43-yard line is where the Colonels start, 9:44 left to go. Big possession right here.
Yeah, Brody Hillhouse was in on that play, number 22. He's tying his shoe now, but he was able to bring down Graham Howard. I thought he might have been injured there for a second. So the Colonels have decent field positions to start this drive with. Need another quick score. Get them points back.
Yeah, 17 points. So 3 possessions is what we're looking at there. Glad to see Graham Howard back out there, but he is limping a little bit. He comes off the field and gives way to.
We'll see if we continue to run kind of those fake plays there and able to trick the defense here.
Sends Killebrew in motion, stumbles, but gets up the field.
Yeah, he knew he had a big game and stumbled up.
48-yard line, but I will say one of the impressive things I just saw was Hagan Sheedy on leading the block. Need to get more of that. Open up some running lanes for Ty Killebrew. The dude's a bruiser. 40 on into Canton Academy territory, 2nd and 3.
Yeah, good 8-yard gain to start this possession with. But got to move quick, got to move fast.
One receiver to the left in Evan Burke, and Hayes behind under center. Patrick Davis behind him. Going to be number 1, Ty Killebrew, up to the 41-yard line first down.
Yeah, taken down by number 4, William Pace, the senior for the Panthers. You know, the Panthers have 16 seniors on their team, so a big squad with a lot of experienced players. But Ty Killebrew is able to get that first down as the clock continues to tick at 9 minutes now, 38-21. Yeah, Canton Academy.
Quick play from the sidelines, and Davis rushes back out to the huddle, calls the play. Colonel's going to hurry up to the line. Davis under center, Hayes behind him. And looks like a little bit of a misdirection play. Hagan Sheedy going to go up the middle and finds a safety right there. Hits him, knocks him down right at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, Sawyer Bates was waiting in the back there as he got to that third level, but a great misdirection play there to get the Colonels right back in the fold here. 37-yard line of the Panthers, so the Colonels have really been able to run the ball the last 2 possessions here.
8:35 left to go. Time is ticking. We got to get the ball 2 more times after this. As again, the same formation, going to hand off to Killebrew this time, and he's going to cut it back in the middle, get us upfield about the 22-yard line. And, time is ticking. We got to hurry up. 22-yard line. Dave's going to run over the side and get the play. Try to get this in. They keep expecting the run. We've got to split in out there all alone on an island.
Yeah, I think they're, in a way, I think they're kind of conceding some of this running because they know the clock is their best friend right now. So they're like, if you want to run, you can run. We'll give you what you want because we've got a 17-point lead.
I think back to Patrick Davis at North Delta throwing that bomb and Evan Burke running under it. I was hoping to see that here. And it's going to happen right there. Ethan Hayes up the middle, gets to about the 17-yard line, and big gain on his play. Got a first down.
Yeah, Sawyer Bates in on that tackle from his safety position again. The clock's still ticking, so.
Oh, almost first down, I'm sorry. They marked him short.
Yeah, going to be a third down in short.
Yep, third.
Well, they switched it over to first, and we'll see what they say.
Yeah.
And it is a first down.
Oh, there we go. Good. That's what it should have been.
We were right. We were right all along.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to get my eyes checked, Mom.
That did stop the clock with that first down. Now they're winding it, so the Colonels need to get to the line and get ready to go here. Got to get some points on the board.
All right. 18-yard line, 7:35. Yeah, time is ticking. Again, same formation. Everybody bunched up line. Evan Burke has split out wide to the left, and misdirection handoff going to be Graham Howard, and he's going to be spun down at the 18-yard line. No gain on play, and
William Pace with a big play. Cruz Johnson was in there on that play. They had seen that a couple times now, so they were able to shed their blocks and get in that backfield and make it happen. So 7 minutes, 7:10 left to go in this game, and the Colonels need to start moving really fast.
Well, I don't mean to put my coaching hat on, but you got Evan Burke, a senior wideout, on a freshman cornerback. You got to think at some point you got to step away from the run and maybe go to your passing game. That's exactly what they're fixing to do. Throws it over in the corner. Oh, Burke makes a dive, unable to come up with it, but, man, that was a close play. It was good coverage, but Evan Burke had him beat by a step, just a little bit short on the throw.
Yeah, let him just a little bit, and he wasn't able to stay. He had to come back to it and dive for it, so really tough catch out there in the corner of the end zone there on the far side. So great effort, just a tough catch to make. So Colonel's third down and long here. Got 2 plays, two possessions now to try to get that first down.
Yeah, 6:47 left to go. Again, 3-possession ball game. Having to get some kind of score here. Again, that same formation. I can do it again. Sending Hagan Sheedy in motion. Takes the handoff. Throws it right out to Ty Killebrew. Gets upfield to about the 7-yard line. Close to a first down for the Colonels.
Yeah, great misdirection play there. Fake to Hagan Sheedy, then step back and then throw it to Ty Killebrew, kind of out of that slot position there. So enough for a Colonel first down. Got to get moving. Got to get up there. Got to get some points here. Down 17 points, 38-21 Canton, with 6:45 left to go in this ball game.
Yeah, clock stops momentarily while they move chains. And again, that same formation. Evan Burke out there on an island by himself. Hayes behind Patrick Davis, and there's some flag on field. Everybody's pointing at each other. Let's see who the refs are pointing at. It looked like it could have been contact.
To me, it looked like the Panthers, and then our guys moved, but I'm not sure what they'll call.
Yep.
Yeah, they're discussing it now.
Discussing it. And Whitehat's going to come out and make the call.
And it is on the Panthers.
Yeah. So that'll be half the distance of the goal. Going to get them to about between the 2 and 3 yard line.
Yeah, 9 penalties on Canton tonight. So the Colonels have to take advantage of this last one. Get in the end zone here.
The Colonels looking to see if they can tack on the score. You know, you got 3 chances to maybe stop the clock, because if you run the ball and don't get in, the clock still runs. And hand off to Hayes, and he's going to be met right there.
Yeah, he got swallowed up. Pace is in there again, setting the pace. And so the Colonels really have to hustle up here.
Yeah, 6:20, clock is ticking. And no timeout is called. You have to keep them in your back pocket just in case you're able to get another possession. And Patrick Davis brings the play into the guys, break the huddle, and going to, again, go in that same formation. Everybody bunched in, and Evan Burke out there on an island. And they're going to hand off Killebrew. He's going to take it along the right side. He's got prime time in for 6 again. Adds to the Colonel trailing, closes that gap a little bit. 27 points for the Colonels, 38 for...
just that jet sweep run. They've run several times tonight. Killebrew's able to take it, get in the end zone for a touchdown. So a solid run by the sophomore. So an extra point here would cut it to 10 points. 38-27 as we sit right now. 5:53 left to go in this district championship game.
Again, we've got some confusion here. I believe they're looking for the kicking tee, and ball boys are sprinting out there. Man, suit him up. Run him. He can run it back for us. That's Graham Howard-esque speed. He hands it off to Graham Howard, and we're ready to get this extra point, try to close this gap to 10, 5:53. You got to think, what are the Colonels going to do on the other side of this kickoff?
Yeah.
And the hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. So 28-38, Colonels close the gap to 10. We'll see what they can do on this kickoff. You're listening to IA Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Mississippi, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Andy Daniels at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save even more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. State Farm agent Andy Daniels is ready to help you save in Indianola. Call Andy today at 662-887-1578. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Cooper, you know we've been talking about our Pabst Store Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, you know there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it.
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
And we're back. 5:53 left to go here at Legion Field in this ball game. Colonels have closed the gap. You're listening to Medina and the Rev. IA Colonel Football. It is quarter number 4. 5:53 left to go. Colonels trailing 10. Got to do onside kick here, I believe.
Yeah, I think you got to try to steal that possession and get the ball back for your offense. It's going to be tough.
If anybody can do it.
I think you got Cruz Johnson, you got William Pace up here. Have had really good games. You got Sawyer Bates up here, so they're getting ready for it for the Panthers. So it's going to take a great effort by the Colonels to recover this onside if that's what they choose to do.
They're getting their lineup in motion, and if Patrick Davis can channel his inner Julia Davis and get this soccer kick to go off one of the players, maybe back into the Colonels' hands. 5:53 left to go, and, here we go. This is a game potentially right here, and that's going to be a perfect onside kick, but fielded by Canton Academy at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Landon Hillhouse was able to corral that right at the 50-yard line. Just like that ground ball, and take it and go down with it. So possession over to the Panthers. So Colonels are really going to have to, they're going to need to really get a stop here. I don't know. It's going to have to use some timeouts. The Colonels have all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah. And little J.D. Kelly in there a little bit. Can't throw the ball. And they're going to be in the pistol and hand off to Kelly. And he's going to be met at the line. Killebrew and pulls him down back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe a short game, maybe right back to the line of scrimmage. But the Colonels are going to let this clock run. Going to hold on to those timeouts for now.
Yep.
Kelly didn't look too. How do you say? He didn't run with conviction on that play.
Yeah.
We might say it's like, hey, we know the clock is our friend. We're just gonna, take it and run with it.
It's the equivalent of the defense having a lead and running prevent. Like they just don't want to mess up, and they're trying to draw them off sides and believe they're going to get it. One of the Colonels was across the line, going to give them 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, there's been a lot of yellow flags out here on this field tonight for both teams, and so an additional one for the Colonels right here. Instead of watching that ball, they're listening to that cadence and really puts them in a bind now. 2nd and 5. So. Every first down you give them, it's closer to a win for the Canton Academy Panthers.
Yeah, 2nd and 5, 25 seconds on the play clock, 5:20 left in the game. They're probably going to take this under 5 minutes with the next snap. You just got to hope that the Colonels are able to get a stop here, maybe even a turnover. But I think they're going to run.
They've had some high snaps. We'll see if that's in play here in a minute.
And it's going to be shotgun, handoff to Cruz and Johnson. He's going to go to the right side and just puts his head down and gets a first down to 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's giving folks rides out there. No tickets needed. Carrick Robinson was able to finally bring him down, but another first down for the Canton Academy Panthers as we're under 5 minutes in this district championship game, and they're going to be content to just take their time and run this football.
34-yard line is where the ball is spotted. 4:50 left to go, and Panthers will be able to get this at least under 4 minutes to go with the next snap. 4:20, pardon me. Next two snaps, 3 minutes to go if we even get a timeout. And they're one receiver each side, two backs beside.
That's an offsides on Canton, so that's going to push them into the double digits for penalties tonight. It's going to be on 61, and that would be Gage Burton. So they're going to push them back, make it 1st and 15, so the Colonels are going to have to take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah. And pushing back to the 39-yard line, 4:33 left to go. Colonel's trailing by 10 and need a stop here to get the ball back.
Sometimes we feel like we're not trading blows or trading penalties.
Yeah, that's right. And the clock starts to run, 4:30 left to go. Canton Academy is going to actually snap the ball early. Handoff to Kelly, and he's going to pick his way in the middle. He's going to be met by Evan Burke and slam to the ground at the 27-yard line, short of the first down. So 4:15 left to go, and Colonel was able to get him down, but second and about 3.
Yeah, Kelly ran with conviction that time. He made a quick jump cut and ran up the field. Evan Burke was waiting on him.
Yeah.
You know, he keeps his nose in there even though they're coming at him full speed, and he's able to slam him down to keep him from that first down. But second down is short here for the Panthers as they run that play clock, run that clock. So we get to about the 3-minute mark. You got to start thinking using timeouts if you're Coach Nestor.
Kelly is cramping up, but try not to stop the clock. He is going to stand in the cramp position.
He doesn't go down like some players in the college game.
That's right. And, he's going to stand there like the Boise State running back, hops to the back. Handoff's going to be to Cruz. An interesting alternative. He's a good little guy to run with. Goodness gracious, he's dragging Colonels down the field. He's tackled at the 20 or his 18-yard line, but makes his way to the 14. Man, that dude can run. Just a strong legs. That might be the ball game. At 3:23 left to go. Clock is running, and
kind of confusing not using a couple of these timeouts when you got 3 in your pocket.
Yeah, Johnson's going to come off the field and replace there. And Kelly's off the field as well. So 2 running backs, new running backs in the ballgame, I guess you'd say. Pace on the right side. And they're going to hand off to Sawyer this time. Sawyer Bates picks his way to the right, cuts back, and tries to stay in bounds. And the Colonel's going to drive him out of bounds. That's helpful.
Yeah, William Baird was in on that, and along with a couple of the Colonels to get him out of bounds to stop the clock.
It was like watching slow motion. It took him forever to get
out
there.
Yeah, if you're Coach Posey, you're kind of preaching to you guys, hey, go down inbound, run this clock. But Colonels were fortunate there, going to bring up second down in about 5 here as they pushed it into about the 10-yard line.
That's definitely helpful for the Colonels as long as there's a stoppage here, you can use those timeouts here. 2:49 left to go. Colonel trailing by 10, but Canton Academy is on the 10, threatening to score here. And there's going to be, tackle on the play, but that is a flag, I see, right?
Yeah, it is a flag. That's correct. Train Howard was in the backfield and kind of caused Pace to maneuver back, and it's going to be a hold against the Panthers once again. So that gives them 11 penalties on the night. And
another running back comes off.
Another opportunity for the Colonels. So you never know with a mishandled, run play or a miscalculated snap. Maybe get that ball back.
Yeah, it looks like Panthers are going deep into their arsenal here.
They got to dig deep into their bag. A couple of their guys with cramps and ankles and different things hobbling off.
Yeah.
I know Coach Posey's just trying to escape and get out of here right now.
Yeah, and they're going to run the clock after that penalty. 2:42 left to go. The play clock resets to 25, so they can get this close to 2 minutes to go before there's even a third down. You got to think about a timeout either here or on the other side of this play, or both. But they're going to line up. They've got 9 seconds on the play clock. They're going to bleed this as much as they can. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Watson at the quarterback calls for the snap, high snap, able to corral it, hands off to his running back. The unnamed man
by Doc Kellebrew
throws him down.
Him and Joseph Roberts in there. Number 20 was the running back there on that play. Don't have that number on our sheet, so not sure who that player is, but number 20 for the Panthers went down hard.
Yeah.
And loss on the play brings up third down and about 15 now, 2 minutes left to go in this ball game, and it looks like a timeout's been taken.
I'm getting word that the running back room got so low they just got a fan off the field, put him in the number 20. But, yeah, timeout on the field, 2:07. We're going to take one with them, come on the other side. Hopefully the Colonels can make a big stop. You're listening to Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Are you looking for another choice for your prescription needs? Try any of your local Good Neighbor pharmacies and experience the difference your friends and neighbors are already enjoying. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations. City Drugstore, Hollandale, Cleveland Medical Arts, Cleveland, GMP Pharmacy, Belzona, Yazoo Drug Company, Yazoo City, Magic Mart Pharmacy, Indianola. Your Good Neighbor Pharmacy where you get same copay and better service. Experience the Good Neighbor difference. Bring your prescriptions in today. Your local Good Neighbor pharmacies serving the Delta with 5 convenient locations.
Coach Tommy Nestor here for South Sunflower County Hospital. In the Nestor household, we know a thing or two about championships. And just like the therapy team at South Sunflower County Hospital, we know that championship health ain't longer. South Sunflower County Hospital, your hometown hospital.
3rd and 15, and Watson rolls out to the right, looks downfield, finds a receiver at the 6 or 7 yard line, and it's going to be caught by Sawyer Bates, but that's helpful for the Colonels because he goes out of bounds. It's 4th down.
Was a completed catch. He goes out of bounds on the far side in the right flat.
Yeah.
So still didn't get enough for the first down. So it's 4th down.
Well, they did. They called him in bounds, so they are going to run the clock.
4th down and about 6 here.
I hope that wasn't a Texas fan intervention like it was last week. And I saw number 7 out there rolling his arms around. But, you need to do that. Timeout on the field. Coach Nestor does take that timeout. 4th down, 1:53 left to go. Last break. You're listening to Colonel Football on 96.9 Super Talk for the Delta.
Hey, Cooper, we've been talking about our Pabst Store Robertson floor service for a long time.
Olivia, there is a reason the people in the Delta shop with our Pabst.
You know it!
We carry all type of floor, carpet, ceramic, wood, tile, and vinyl plank. We also sand, refinish hardwood concrete, and brick floors.
For all your flooring needs, come see us at Robertson Floor Service.
And get a free Coke. And by the way, the estimates are free.
Robertson Floor Service Indianola, voted the best of the best for 2 years in a row.
For over 100 years, Planters Bank has been committed to offering full-service banking in Sunflower County. I'm Will McDowell, Vice President of Planters Bank in Indianola. From sponsoring a variety of community events to high school sports, we are proud supporters of all things Indianola. If you need a loan, checking account, or any other banking service, please visit us at either of our convenient locations in Indianola. Planters Bank, proud supporter of the Indianola Academy Colonels. Planters Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
1:53 left to go here at Legion Field. The Rev and the Dean here. Big 4th down here for the Colonels. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Watson in the shotgun. Cruz, Johnson beside him, trying to draw the Colonels off sides, and they do. That's going to be 1st down. And that may be your ball game there.
That'll be victory formation.
1 timeout left for the Colonels. And so if you think about this, 40 seconds, 80 seconds, 160 seconds, 120 seconds, you're thinking 2 minutes. So 1:53 left on the clock. You got 1 timeout, so you get the ball back with a few seconds left, but that's all you can do.
Yeah, tough night for the Colonels penalty-wise, and those turnovers. 2 turnovers, some points off one of those turnovers, and then the big kick return and special team for a touchdown has really crippled them tonight here as we're under 2 minutes in this district championship game.
Yeah, and it's 1:53 left on the clock. Clock's not running, the play clock is. And there's going to be a snap going to be back. So Watson in the shotgun, Cruz Johnson beside him, handoff to him, just barrels up the middle. Gets to about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, it's to the goal line.
1:45 left to go. So under a minute after this snap, 1 timeout left. You got to wonder what we can do. I mean, the only thing we can do is watch the Canton Academy win the district championship, unfortunately. But these Colonels fought hard. That was not over yet. Let's get that Jay Gary optimism. And 1:23 to go. They're staring at the sidelines. 18 seconds left on the play clock, so they can take it under a minute after this snap and even get it into the end zone if they want to. Colonel's that last penalty was the nail in the coffin, I'm afraid. Pistol formation, and there's going to be another one. And again, offsides on the Colonels. It's going to put them down between the 1 and goal line. As you know, I will not call half-yard lines because they don't exist.
The false start on the Panthers.
Oh, okay. Oh, I had it wrong.
Pushed them back.
Well, the Panthers were surprised by that too. I was afraid that was on us. And
seniors Michael Gillian and Cole Joe coming in to get a play in.
There we go. Let's see those guys out on the field. See if they can knock this Cruz guy down. As you know, they're fixing to hand the ball to him probably pretty hard and heavy. As Watson's going to watch the play clock dwindle. You got Cruz Johnson beside him and running back in the pistol. And 8 seconds left to go on the play clock. Going to take this under 40 seconds with the snap. Actually going to kneel, and it is going to be victory formation for Canton Academy. Colonels could stop the clock. Not going to. Going to let this go into the loss column for the Colonels. But, you know, next week we'll have a playoff game. So hopefully the Colonels can get rested and ready as we look to face whoever they tell us we're going to face, possibly Winona Christian. Colonels make their way to midfield, shake hands. 38-28 victory for Canton Academy on the